14.
I don't think that'll do it. I'll check, but I don't think so. Not enough! He blocks it with braces on his wrists.
What about that one?
Straight in between the eyes.
So what is he, Wonder Woman now? Like, blocking stuff with his bracers?
Didn't you know that Balguras can be whatever gender they want? My gosh.
11 total damage.
Alright. You agitate him and get his attention. How far away are you from him if you started 15 feet away?
I have no idea. I'm going to assume that he can probably get to me.
That's a fair assumption. He gets to you, beats his chest, and
Do it.
he is reckless. He does a running leap and a multi-attack.
3 attacks. Oh, that's not
I mean, it's
Bash, bash.
better than those four-fisted apes.
Yeah, the gorillas. Yeah.
the first and the third hit.
Oh, the first one as well. Fantastic.
I'm down.
I'm gonna wear you like a cloak.
The lightning bolt weakened me enough.
He picks up Kamali and wears him like a cloak. Who's
All
next?
I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to bonus action cast Protection from Evil and Good.
Alright.
And then for my action, I'm going to cast Booming Blade.
Alright.
Uh, 21, I'm assuming hits because he attacked
Yep.
recklessly.
Certainly will.
Alright, and then I'm going to throw a smite onto this at level 4.
Ooh,
What did he ever do to you?
I reckon.
Now that
What, did you just seriously ask that question?
Yes.
It was a mistake. It was like
Hold on, I
He was only
haven't
trying to
done the actual weapon damage too.
oh really? That's ridiculous. Okay.
So that is a total of a lot because I rolled all
45?
eights.
It's what?
Oh no,
yeah, 45.
You should roll next turn for Booming Blade too.
that's the top thunder. So it's 8 plus 17 plus 8 plus 12.
Oh, we're only level 8 in this game. Yep.
You knock him senseless. I'll make you regret that.
Vivo will take his shot.
Alright. You've got your opportunity, no worries.
Oh jeez.
Sure.
You open a small portal to the abyss, and the Balgur is sucked through, where he will begin again as a quasit.
Jesus fuck!
High five.
Fucking Pally and Rogue together.
45 plus, what, 26, 30.
41. Ah, I was just less than you, just barely.
Yeah, because I got 45 on that.
However, it didn't cost me a spell slot.
No, yeah, that cost me a 4th level spell slot because I was pissed.
2 Nova classes do what they do best.
And now I'm gonna dump 5 points of land hands since I'm hoping we're out of combat now. Into Tamale.
I snap my eyes open, cough up some blood. This is getting old.
Now, I'm going to resume my plan of going back to the war machine.
There happen to be any demon ichor around I can collect?
I'm gonna spend a sorcery point to re-roll those 2d8 because that was shit. That's better. So that's a total of 20 healing for everybody.
Huzzah.
Alright.
Managed to go 17 minutes without needing to tether. Well done. Switch to mobile.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
still don't have internet at my place either.
I've got broadband here. It just drops out all the fucking time.
Yeah, I need to pay $400 to get them to push one cable for me to turn on Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, my phone's good enough for a while.
yeah. I inquired about getting a satellite when I was on not a satellite, an antenna. When I was on the mountain, that was going to cost me $2,200.
Yeah,
I'm like, isn't there a fucking alternative? No, like the alternative is 10,000 running a cable up the mountain. Yeah, all right.
you could build one yourself.
Okay, but that wouldn't. Would I be able to plug that into my phone?
I'm sure you can figure out a way
yeah.
to do it.
I'm sure there's a guide on YouTube or something on how to do it.
Like an Indian dude. Yeah, you're probably right.
Hello. And as usual, I would like to say that my channel is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Yes.
God damn it!
And Bang energy drinks.
Please like and subscribe.
You see, I must listen to a different level of podcast because I get audible ads and brilliant ads.
I podcasts I usually hear audible more than anything, but fucking YouTube, fucking Raid Shadow Legends is everywhere.
Oh, Raid Shadow Legends just will not go away.
Giving out so much money though.
I love internet historians. He does like 5-minute spots for that game, but he takes the piss out of it as well.
That's the one thing I love about him is like I will listen to his ads because they make me fucking laugh.
There's a
Play
couple guys
Shadow
like that.
Legends.
Oh no, what was the one that... There's one that he did that I fucking hate every time it happens. Because it starts with a knocking on the door. And it gets me every fucking time because the way that it is in stereo... It's like, I look over at my door thinking that there's someone there. I'm like, son of a fucking bitch. Yeah. The highest you can burn is a 5th level slot. It's not going to do any more damage after that.
I was gonna say.
Unless you go 3 levels rogue and get assassin, so it's a guaranteed crit, and ranger for reroll damage. And
I mean, it's still a 5th level spell slot is the highest you can do.
yeah, I know. But are you limited to 1 per turn?
No.
No. Also.
Yeah, if I had multiple swings, I could do that on both swings.
Mm-hmm.
And opportunity attacks, right?
And opportunity attacks.
Same with rogues. Rogues can sneak attack. It's a one way you can get like 2 sneak attacks per.
Yeah.
Is opportunity attacks.
Not the one way. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's once per turn, so it can happen on someone else's turn, like through a reaction, for example.
Yeah.
Certain fighter abilities can trigger it.
Yeah.
Anyway. Samantha. Billy. Are you there? Alright. So, let's start with your character's origin. What world are you from? There's a lot of them out there.
Billy Kimber is from the Underdark of Forgotten Realms.
Perfect. So, what was society like for your family before you were ever born? What did your family do in the Underdark? Presumably, they were there too.
Originally, his family was kind of just drug peddlers, like lower society of Underdark, especially being a man. But Billy was quite talented in making drugs and kind of made a name for himself and got the attention of a particular addict of a noble family and an older drow woman. Kind of became his, I guess, sugar mama, you want to call it that?
Basically, yeah.
The title Mr. Billy got was personal physician, but really he was just feeding her drugs, putting her out to sleep, whatever she wanted. So once she came to pass over the years, her fortunes was going to Mr. Billy, but of course the family did not like this, so they were off to get his head, paying many assassins trying to kill him, so he had to get out of Underdark, and through many adventures, Avernus is one of the good places to hide where no one's going to want to find you.
That's fantastic. Does anyone remember the story of Anna Nicole Smith? She was a Playboy playmate who married a billionaire 2 years before he died of old age.
I have to ask Billy, what do you know what Underdark City your character was from?
No, I didn't really. I kind of made this character like really quick, so I just like.
Yeah. I'm just asking because my guy is a spy, a drow spy. It's all about information gathering and whatnot. I'm like, oh god, if we're from the same town, I've come to hell to hide. How the fuck do you know who I am?
Yeah, that works well. Maybe you used to like smoke fucking mushrooms behind the torture shed or something back in drow school.
Yeah, we could have been
How
buddies.
you say that so casually.
It was good times. Good times.
Behind the torture shed.
Boys will be boys.
You grew up to be a spy. I became to be a male sex slave.
I mean, what male drow could hope for more?
Exactly. Rape is an excellent career choice. Being raped, anyway. Life is hell. Alright, so that was your family story. That's how you became an adolescent. What, dare I say, adventures or missions or activities did you go on that turned you from a common scumbot into someone worth assassinating?
Skills he has for making potent drugs and such is a very wanted skill from many of different crime lords, but it's also a bad thing towards him because then once he starts working for one crime lord, he gets another mark on his head from the rival. So he's constantly kind of just doing quick cooks in cities and just kind of moving about.
Perfect. Did you spend your entire career in the Underdark, or did you head up to the surface and see the sunshine?
Once the family was after him because he was, the inheritor of all the money, he made a quick escape up to the surface because, most drow don't want to venture up there.
That's a pretty good alternative. Did you ever consider doing that, Veeble? Fleeing to the surface?
That's where Veeble was. He was in Baldur's Gate.
That's what I thought. All right. So How did you end up coming to hell?
I want to say I wanted to see the market in Avernus and see if it had any potential of making any money.
Oh, dude, have you heard about Demon Ica? Has anyone told your character about Demon Ica, man? Like, it's got side effects. So side effects are kind of the primary effects. But anyway, there's not much that Demon Ica can't do. It's like a substitute for condensed soul. That's how useful it is. You take a demon, you turn it into Ica, voila, Demon Ica. You spill that shit on your fingers, man, your fingers turn to tentacles. You spill it on your dick, well, you get the idea.
Here he has he's like, other than being making drugs, he does have an interest in as far as like exploring, finding new substances, experimenting with chemistry, discovering new elements.
All right. Well, here in Hell, you managed to acquire yourself a Hell Ride, which is a kind of a Devil's Ride, which is a kind of motorcycle from medieval demon-powered motorcycle. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's a hell of a machine, and you got one. How did you manage to get this Devil's Ride?
I made a couple trades with the demon. I have had some stuff that he's never seen, and I've never seen this vehicle before. So I just made a trade with him.
Turns out he'd never seen the vehicle before either. It didn't belong to him at all, and you bought somebody else's ride. You take off and start riding, and those devil bikies with their long tentacle beards jump on their own devil's rides, and they come after you. What do you do about it? Being chased.
I just keep bolting it. Hopefully I can lose.
All right. Perfect. Okay, so it looks like you think that you're going to get away, right? You ride over the pit of Shumrath, which is a giant green goo-filled thing. Apparently it used to be a fiend of some sort. Anyway, you ride over the bridge while the bubbling pit bubbles beneath you. But these biker devils, they're right behind you. And they chase you down. You can only see one chance of escape. And that's if you... okay, there's an obelisk, a stone tower that sits atop a giant flat cliff, a plateau. You can see it over here anyway. Your one means of escape might be to seek refuge from a bunch of mortal adventurers, it looks like, goblins and tieflings and lizardmen. If you can team up with them, maybe they'll protect you. Otherwise, you're going to be so heavily outnumbered that you're in a lot of trouble. Now, unfortunately, you're on the ground and they're at the top of this plateau. What do you do?
Where do I see to get up there?
A set of stairs, a long set of stone stairs. Apart from that, there doesn't seem to be any other access way.
Just quickly hop up the bike and just run up the stairs and start yelling. Oi!
If you hop off the bike, those bikes are going to catch you. They ride on your tail.
Can I ride? And I can't ride the bike up the stairs?
You've never tried.
I'm going to try attempting to ride the bike up the stairs.
Alright, if you have land vehicles, you can make a land vehicles check. Otherwise, it's an acrobatics check. Alright, that's bad. Okay, so you guys up here on the top of the obelisk, you've just taken care of this Balgura. You've just driven it back to the abyss from whence it comes, and you can see on the horizon someone's being chased. It looks like a dark-skinned mortal. I presume they have white hair, but I'm just making the assumption. And They ride across the bridge. They're being pursued by the. You think it's those same biker devils that you keep seeing at the little pub out in the middle of nowhere? There's about 7 of them, and they're right on his tail. He attempts to ride up the staircase and just hits the first stair and fucking bang! Goes straight over the handlebars, and you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, Billy, as you are thrown straight over and head first into some stone stairs. What does everybody do? These devils will be on this guy and will probably toss him in the pit of Shumrath.
Hey guys, come look at this idiot trying to drive up some stairs.
Yeah! Fucking cracks a beer.
Conjure popcorn.
Would this be on our way down the stairs?
Assume if you go straight down the stairs, but other than that, it's we've only just recently killed the Balgura. We see this dust in the distance. You can definitely be down the stairs, absolutely, but there's probably some of you who are just looking out and watching. It's up to you.
Because Krant said that he was heading back to the vehicle, which is at the bottom of the stairs.
Alright, you're probably closest then, Krant.
On the stairs or at the vehicle?
On this, yeah. If you've made it all the way to the vehicle, that's fine too, absolutely. And so this guy just drives straight past you, tries to go up the stairs, and fucking stacks it bare right in front of you.
I would probably look at my spell book and just make sure that I've memorized the incantation for resilience.
I thought you were going to say animate dead, but okay. They're both good.
That too, depending on how this turns out. But I'm on, 6 health or something? Yeah, 6 health.
I had cast Prayer Healing and hit everyone for 20.
Oh, when we were up top.
Yeah.
Him walk by me reading a book as I crash.
He's in a kind of a tank, a strange vehicle that's a lot bigger than yours, and it's not until you've stacked the bike that you even noticed he was there.
Oi! Hey, you there?
What do you want?
You ain't gonna even help me up. Just sit there and watch me fall. It's pretty rude.
Are those your friends?
No. But if you can help me, deal with them, I can make it worth your while.
I have a hiding spot for you, if you would like.
Sure. Yeah.
I begin to open the soul furnace and
When he opens it, you see all these ethereal skulls start screaming.
What the fuck is this, man? You're ruining my fucking trip, boy. What spot is this shit?
One that'll last forever.
Not wrong.
A human's head forms in the skulls within the fire. You gotta get me out of here! Help me! You gotta get me out!
Stupid lawyers.
I just panic, kind of, and I just start running up the stairs.
To be fair, the lawyer was in the last Demon Grinder.
No, it was in this one.
No, that one broke. We sold the broke one.
I thought it was in this one.
no, we ran it off the edge into the sticks.
You
must be
ran it
multiple-
off the edge into the sticks.
Look, I didn't do anything. I just didn't turn it. Okay.
Well, Evil's gonna hop on his bike and drive down because he doesn't want them messing with our other vehicle.
Yeah,
Because
I'll
these
take a couple
bikers look
pot
like
shots.
the kind of fucks that would fuck with our shit. Actually, no, he's not going down there. He's not gonna risk his bike. He's gonna sit up, then take pot shots at them.
Mm-hmm.
So Ziobi, you've got an excellent vantage point. What did you say you were going to do?
I was gonna hop on my bike and start taking pot shots at him.
All right. There's about 7 of them, and they're pretty far away, but they are closing in. At what distance do you fire?
I don't remember the range on a pistol.
Maybe 400? I'm not sure either.
100 max. I have a sharpshooter, so. Oh, it's.
Well,
So
Yeah.
the long range isn't a disadvantage.
yeah, we'll call it 400 for now. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, go ahead and make a couple of shots. Where do you aim with a pot shot?
Probably like at the engine of one of their bikes.
Boom! It explodes, and he goes toppling straight into the pit of Shumra. Ah! With a gooey splash. The goo seems to reach up to grab him and pull him under.
Look at that loser.
The rest of them pull up in front of Krenitz. There's 6 of them. I thought it might be a bit smaller, but it doesn't matter. They pull up in front of Krenitz and they say, "That's our bike!"
Okay.
"We're taking it now!"
Okay.
Oh,
Say you wouldn't be chasing that dark elf, would you?
"Yeah! We're chasing a dark elf. We're gonna rip his head off and shit down his throat."
That'll be interesting to see. He ran up the stairs.
And they look up the stairs, and well, they can't not go now. All right,
How many vehicles do they have?
they've got 7, including the one that they no 8, including the one that they're about to get back. So yeah, 7 plus 1.
Yeah, I count the vehicles and then I sit back down into the driver's seat and I just say to myself,
Good haul for a day.
All right. Okay, so I'm not sure how this combat takes place, but they are coming up the stairs. Some of you are coming down the stairs, and some of you are on top at the obelisk. If you're because you have the high ground, you're going to have advantage to attack them, whether it's through ranged or melee. But there's a lot of them. They're coming up a fairly narrow staircase. I think it's only probably about 10 feet wide. I'll put some down and we'll roll for initiative.
Alright. I will be positioned at the top of the stairs, blocking it.
There are in total 8 of them, which is fair for you.
Nice.
can I join the initiative, but all I'm going to do for the time being is basically once they're up the stairs, I'm going to drive the demon grinder up behind them, just so they're stuck between, going up and going down into the demon grinder.
Absolutely. The demon grinder is not an easy vehicle to drive upstairs, though, so it will require some kind of driving check.
No, I don't want to drive it up the stairs, just to the base. So.
Just the base, yeah, sure.
If they do come down, then they've got to contend.
They'll have to jump off. Yeah. Maybe jump
come,
10 or 20 feet.
Or if they come sliding down, they'll come right into the jaws of it.
Nom nom nom.
Yeah, good call.
Infernal machine.
And they can't jump away either, because they'll jump into the pit of Shumrath if they do. That's highly effective. Yeah. Alright. So they rush up, and they clash into Encarnus. There's 8 of them. It's 10 feet wide, but they have glaives, so they're able to attack in two waves, not waves, ranks. 2 ranks.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be able to attack if they're stopping.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's a bit ambiguous. Yeah, cool. So they hop off the vehicles and they start running up the stairs. But by the time Encarnus runs down to meet them, I imagine that we would clash around about halfway.
I wouldn't go
For some
that
reason,
far
I thought they were
downstairs.
driving up. This is even better.
They already saw Billy's face plant. They're not going to try it. I'll give those of you who are attacking with ranged weapons a free round as they rush up the stairs.
Right.
Can I cast a spell in preparation?
Yeah, sure. So we'll just go first. We'll go through the whole thing. Kamali, would you like to do anything in the round before they arrive?
Yeah, I'll just blast the one at the head of the pack.
Perfect. You have an advantage.
I think they both hit.
Well and truly.
For 21 force damage.
21, and that one had already taken how much from? I don't know. Yeah, no, I'll try to keep it in mind. It's a lot to keep track of. I might put multiple down. Veeble.
Well, if they're running up, and I can see Krenitz coming with the demon grinder, he's just gonna smile and pull out a bag of ball bearings and throw it down so it bursts on the stairs.
Alright, so they all make dexterity saving throws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh dear lord.
4 of them fail.
Alright, it'll take them an extra round to get here, but they'll get here eventually.
Oh, I was really hoping they would fall back into the fucking demon.
They'd
grinder.
fall down the stairs into the grinder. That'd be hilarious.
Gun.
Alright, I cast Spirit Guardians.
Alright. And Krenitz, you drive the vehicle into place. Is there anything else you do?
Nope, that's it.
Alright. Alicia, these the positioning is perfect.
Yeah, I'll take a few extra shots at him.
16 and 20 both hit.
Sweet.
The second one blows its bearded skull apart. 3 are still running, 4 are currently tripping.
Damn, this thing is awesome.
Is it like a Nazi issue weapon, that one, an SS? It's like just for the brown coats.
Exactly.
Luger, that's what I'm thinking. You're a Mauser. That's Luger, perfect. Alright. Billy Kimber, so you've seen the chaos that's going on here. You try to ride up the stairs, you're running, you have to push past this strange looking paladin. You think it's a girl, but you're not sure. You're effectively being protected by these weird strangers as they take pot shots at these devils, and yet they could easily turn on you next and just toss you straight off the fucking cliff. How do you earn your keep? How do you endear yourself? What do you do?
Oh, I'm gonna look at them and be like, "Oh, thanks, man." And then I'm going to, I'm gonna grab an arrow and kind of, just stick it in my shoulder a little bit. I'm gonna take 5 damage. A crimson right to the weapon I'm using.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn around and pop a shot at whoever's closest I can see.
Man.
I hope you mean the devil.
The devils.
Natural 20, critical hit, and an 18, because you've got advantage, so 2 hits. Do you roll the D? Oh, that is the extra D10 already rolled. Right.
And extra, and that's they take 7 lightning damage.
Cool.
You would
7.
get the critical on the hemograph die as well.
Yeah. So it's an extra D10, right?
It would be an additional D6
D6, right.
because the crit would be 2d6 and then 1d6 on the second.
Alright.
38 damage
26.
ain't bad.
38, cool. That will split his skull open. He's the one that was recovering from the explosion. The one that whose demon engine got blown up by the pistol, and that finishes him off entirely. There's still 2 running up the stairs, but before we get to them, we'll give the 4 who tripped a chance to recover. 3 of them do, but one of them slips underneath the grinding wheel of our weapon and is truly blended with his own home plane. There is a stain of bearded devil. The poor little bearded tentacles try to crawl away to escape, but even they are sucked into the great churning engine. 2 of them do make it, however, and they engage Incarnus, first with beards and then with glaives.
All miss, and they have to make wisdom saves.
Alright. 1, 2. That should be +2 if it matters. 16 and 20.
Alright, they take half damage on both, and I had rolled 12, so they both take 6 radiant. And
Okie
the
dokie.
movement speed is halved.
They are slowed down, but they're here now, and that's what matters. Kamali, your enemies have been delivered to you.
I'll do what I did before and shoot the one at the front.
You've got a great vantage point, firing down from a cliff. This is the way siege tacticians want it to be. Bam. Bam. 21. Opens up its a wound in its skull, but the entity is not going to give up just yet.
Tough.
Weevil, there are 2 on the front line, and another, I think, 4 coming up behind them.
Alright. Well, Viva will use his bonus action to just steady his shot and aim. Because do we still have advantage?
We do.
Yeah, you will, yeah. It's such a great spot with Incarnus keeping them pressed. You're just popping it straight in the top of their heads at point blank.
Okay. Then I will not use my bonus action aim, and I'll just...
The most heavily injured or the other one?
Yeah, the closest one, the one that was the Chamali was popping.
Alright. The 2 that she's fighting, another one's pops in one of the easiest pot shots that you've ever had to engage in.
You're up next, Incarnus. Show us what you can do, and I'll use the bonus action to help give advantage on the next attack. Because I doubt she gets it.
Sweet. I will go ahead and Booming Blade the one right in front of me.
Alright.
I'm assuming a 26 hits.
With ease.
Alright. I'll just throw a healthy first level smite on this one. Nothing big. So weapon damage. And then another 18. So that's a total of 31.
You knock it senseless, and it begins to teeter on the edge of the cliff.
Alright, and Spirit Guardians roll for the round.
Cool.
Okay. This is back to my normal rolling.
Krenitz, you witness one of the devils go underneath your grinder, and it comes out a completely different color the other side.
I'll just keep operating the chomper.
It's working well. Alicia, this pistol was made for this kind of environment. Close quarters shooting from above. Couldn't be easier.
I'm gonna line a shot up on the head of the guy teetering on the edge.
Alright.
Just put 2 into him real quick.
Bam! He tries to jump off the edge because he doesn't want to be destroyed here, and perhaps he'll survive. But instead of jumping, he's blasted off. That'll do.
And into the next closest guy.
Excellent.
20.
20 is going to be well and truly enough. Alright. And another severe injury. They watch as their companion falls off the ledge, but he never quite reaches the pit of Shumrath. Before he gets there, his essence dissolves and absorbs with the plane of Avernus. They realise that they're in over their head. Billy.
How many are left?
3 left, and they will either engage in Carnus or retreat. You're not sure.
Going to attempt a blood curse of binding on whoever is closest.
Alright. Strength save.
Passes.
Alright.
And then I'm just gonna pop a shot at that.
That's enough. Severely injured. They are now terrified and uncertain. They got nowhere to go. They've got nowhere. They can't escape. They can't win. All they can do is valiantly charge. And thus, they crash into Incarnus in 2 rows.
They all make wisdom saves.
1, 2, 3.
First 2 take 10 damage, the third one takes 5.
Alright. They're committed to this. They crash in. A couple of beards wrap around you, and then glaives. But for all their best efforts, they can't achieve so much as a scratch.
One of the beards got close. I think you're missing a beard too.
Nah, that beard's only at 5 foot range.
Oh, that's right. The one can get. Alright.
Oh, that's hex damage. Don't worry about that. I meant to do Eldritch Blasts again.
Boom, boom.
For 9.
Finish off another one in the front line, leaving just a column of 2 remaining.
Alright.
It's never been this easy, people. It's if life in Baldur's Gate was this easy, I don't know.
I mean, life has been so much better since you got to hell.
Them's facts.
better than the Underdark, better than anything in Baldur's Gate. This is fucking fun.
Too bad about the food, though.
Okay, why do you think he got the fucking Iron Stone?
Yeah.
If you got the soul coins, we got the space hamster.
Delicious space.
Space hamster.
That is the best handout.
So he'll take a shot again. The next one in line, and that was a good one. Do it again. Giving Canis advantage again.
Alright, Incarnus, he has rattled the one on the front line, and the second one is pushing past to get into combat next. They're both being assaulted by your guardians.
Alright, I will kind of move into a spot where I can hit both of them,
Yeah.
and I will twin cast Booming Blade. So against the wounded one. Does a 20 hit?
It will.
For 14.
Ooh, almost enough, but you've probably driven your weapon straight through him and opened up a small portal within his chest.
Can I put a smite into that then?
Sure can. He disintegrates from within.
Alright, and then the second swing for the twin cast.
Not enough. He blocks it with his blade.
Oh, I used Favor of the Gods earlier. Dang. Alright.
Alright. Credits, this is the easiest money you ever made.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I'm thinking is that we can't take these across the river Styx, but we might have to dismantle them. So I guess I'll start thinking about how to do that.
All right.
I think it's time to just execute the final guy.
Fun only lasts so long.
16 hit?
You change it
They
to a
will.
ogre.
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh no! That reduces him to -1, which means that he doesn't get to at least attempt to grapple Incarnus and drag her into the pit of Shumrat.
Aw, shucks.
I know, right?
Oh no! How could this happen?
How could this happen to me?
Alright, Billy Kimber. So, it looks like they have destroyed them all. What do you do?
I put down my crossbow and I look towards the group and say, I really appreciate that. Me out of a tough bind there. They were gonna have my head.
I mean, would have been funny.
Oh, are you here? They were going after our vehicles.
No. It seems like I made a bad trade. Apparently that bike I was riding was stolen.
Not anymore.
He's right.
Now it's abandoned property.
But let me introduce myself. I'm Billy Kimber. Oh. And I kind of look over, like thinking like they're gonna hear of me or something, but just tell like they haven't. So I'm just gonna look really disappointed afterwards.
Oh.
I'll give him a slight head tilt, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Should I roll something to see if I've heard of him?
Go ahead, yeah. I guess it's history. Because everything's history.
Oh, ignore the plus 2.
You never heard of this asshole.
Some other drow asshole.
That's right.
Oh. Wow, one of us did that. Another one of us that's actually managed to survive here. Everyone we found, other than me, so far has been dead. Unfortunate.
Well, listen here, man. I'm looking for materials down here, and if you guys just let me tag along, I can fight. I can, I'm a bit of a medicine man myself, and I can help out in ways.
Again, it's just making her way back to her tormentor.
She pushes past the new guy. Oh no, you're already past him. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
She walks up to him to push past him just to turn.
Exactly. I'm thinking one of those bad direction movies where the director forgets where the people are.
Right.
Yeah.
I can tell she likes me.
It's one of those
About to get
movies.
hit.
You guys done up there? Come on.
You make it back
let's
down
get
to
going.
you make it back down to the base of the obelisk, and yeah, you've acquired 8 more vehicles if you count the one that this guy brought.
Oh, you're still alive. Great.
Oh yeah, man. I'm on the team now.
We never said
Is
that.
this a consensus? I looked at everyone.
This is news to me.
If he wants to follow, I won't do anything against it.
I mean, if he can make himself useful, sure, fine.
Besides, we could always use an extra backup battery. The cars.
I mean, we don't have enough people to drive all the vehicles.
Alright, look. We're on an important mission to try and save Ilterel.
Oh, that's right. That's what we were here for.
I know, it's a bit hard to
Oh, we were just
remember
here for
down
the
here.
Heavy music and the badass demon killing.
Look, you can join us, but try not to get in the way.
I promise you, man. I'll be like a ghost, but a useful ghost that pops up when you need something. But other than that, you won't see me. Unless you want to see me, man,
Yeah, great. Come on, Casper. Let's go.
I mean, I was thinking more hairy, scary, but yeah, okay.
Know how
So
to
we
use this thing?
And I'll point to the harpoon gun on the demon grunner.
It's like a ballista, but mounted to the back of a truck.
I think I can handle that, man. Yeah.
Great. Because that's where you'll be sitting. You can leave your bike behind. You won't be able to take it where we're going.
Oh, I don't really like driving, anyways. I used to live a life of luxury.
Why am I not surprised?
I'll stand up from the driver's seat and yell out to Incarnate.
Do you think you can dismantle some of these things for pots?
Probably, yeah. It's still a better whole, but I'm not sure how we'd carry them all.
Do they have teleportation devices?
I'll examine
Negative.
them. Yeah, I didn't think so.
No, you do manage to find 1d3 plus 3 soul coins, though.
Sweet.
It's like going to an arcade machine and checking the change slot.
Pretty much.
You take 3, I take 2.
Is
Yeah,
Incarnate,
Kenneth.
what alignment are you? If you didn't change
Unaligned,
it
but she's not going to touch them. She is going to examine them, though.
One of them is a goblin, 3 of them are humans, and 1 is an elf.
Is the elf interesting at all?
Can I have
It's a male elf with an emo look about him.
Oh,
You think it's a blood elf? Like it's one of those blood elves from like what's it called? What's World of Warcraft's world?
Azeroth?
Azeroth. There's an Azeroth blood elf male.
so he's a hunk.
Yeah, if you like big ears.
Yeah.
Really big ears.
Yeah.
Big eyebrows too.
I would
Huge.
never call them hunks.
How long do you think you need to get the parts we need? Or what can you salvage?
Probably take at least an hour or 2. How many can we stash on the demon grinder?
Yeah, I'm trying to do the math myself, like how to disassemble it, what you get from it, how much they weigh, all of those things. Do you have chains for a start?
I have silk rope. I don't think I have chains.
I
Silk
think there's
rope's good.
chains on one of the demon grinders.
Yeah?
We used it to pull out the other one.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right.
because we got it from Chain Devils. That's what it was.
Exactly.
That's
So we had chains. Do we still have them? We didn't get rid of them, did we?
No, we didn't.
Then yeah, then you've got what you need to attach them, even to drag them. After that, I'm a little just as bewildered as you, really. How many motorbikes can you fit on the side of a garbage truck? That's the answer.
Hold on.
How many
I'm gonna-
Harleys can you fit on a garbage truck? So,
I'm gonna see if we can
I'd
find the
say
stats.
3, one on either side and 1 on the back. But it's going to probably impair use of the some of the weapons. See,
I mean,
that's-
I'd just as soon as leave them behind, to be honest.
we can have Ghetto
Recycle it.
Voltron.
Deal.
We can have them like sit it like attached to the sides in such a way that like if you need to escape, you can just jump on them and pull the cord, and it fucking like splits off.
sure.
To the escape
What do you-
pods.
Keep in mind, it's currently like 50 degrees heat, which is, I don't know, like 120 in Fahrenheit. It's super hot.
Fucking hot.
Yeah, man. It's just burning down upon you. Blistering. The pit of Shumrath is constantly farting, and so you've got all these noxious gases rising up that blend with the River Styx's gases. It's toxic. It's, the conditions aren't getting any better. So every hour that we spend out here is an hour of torment.
Can we hide them with magic or something?
Hold on. So they're 500 pounds. The demon grinder has a capacity of 1 ton, so we can carry 4 on there. That's a cargo capacity of 1 ton.
Again, I would
Alright.
say 3 based on like the weight of the people.
Well, people aren't cargo though.
They're cargo.
Fair.
It's their transport vehicle.
Yeah, and I don't have access to the Tormentor stats.
Oh, okay. Look, we'll go with 3. Especially because we've already got something on the front end. We've already got our demon biting thing on the front end. So if you want to detach that and replace it with a motorbike, then you can do that. Other than that, if you put a bike on the left-hand side, then the weapons on the left won't fire. Put a bike on the right-hand side, the weapons on the right won't fire. You can put a bike on the back, that's fine, doesn't impede you. But if you put a bike on the front, you're not going to have the bitey thing either.
I don't think we necessarily need them, right? It's
I mean,
just
how much have we used?
trying to get value out of them.
I mean, we can stash 3. We have 8 to work with. Yeah.
I say let's hide them here for now.
Yeah, to save them
That's-
here.
But let's grab 2 for now, 1 on either side, because we never
Alright.
really use the fucking side things anyway.
Guys, we already got the most valuable thing out of this. A new friendship.
Shut up. I hate you.
I toss him immediately into the demon engine.
Making a lot of assumptions here, Bucko.
You gotta earn our place. Earn your place on our crew. We don't know what you're about. We don't know what you can do, but given enough time, I'm sure you can prove yourself. Right now, we're heading towards Arcan's tower. Perhaps you'll get your chance then.
And the Tormentor can carry one. Which leaves us with 4. We can have Zaz drive 1.
5. We're not putting one on the back of the demon.
Okay.
So we can use the wrecking ball.
Then we have Zaz drive 1, and who else is in here? Green.
You said we could use the wrecking ball anyway.
Don't
Gorm.
even think about driving them. We're not going to get them across the sticks.
Yeah, it's probably not worth it to
I mean,
leave them here.
alright.
Take what we can. Can we siphon the souls out of them and put them into our vehicles?
No.
No?
Just tip them over. Put the souls in our furnace.
I was thinking you take a hose and you start sucking and then stick it in
Ugh, got a bit of halfling in my mouth.
I have an idea. So I bought a thing.
Uh-oh.
I paint a cave into the wall with my marvelous pigments.
Oh shit. Where'd you get those?
Marvelous pigments.
They're super cheap.
Yeah, they're like 200 gold.
We're gonna Acme this shit.
It really is.
That is going to use a lot of fucking paint.
Yeah, but it has like 10,000 cubic feet. Like,
Sure, we'll be back momentarily. There it is.
Trying a few different things, but we're back.
yeah, each pot of paint is sufficient to cover 1,000 square feet of surface. That are up to 10,000 cubic feet. So 10,000 cubic feet is more than enough to contain 8 bikes. Yeah.
Alright, let's do that then.
Yep.
For 5 of them?
Yeah. As many as we can fit. Like, we'll just take the 2, and so stash 6 in there, and then I can paint over basically a thin wall over the top that we'd be able to break through, but you wouldn't be able to distinguish is there.
Yeah, like yeah, yep. I've pretty much sure I've got what you're doing.
This
Sounds like it's pretty effective, unless someone comes and searches specifically here for some random reason. Should be effective, or has true sight. Anyway.
This is our Back to the Future 2 stash.
Ah.
In the DeLorean and the in case we ever need a ride, we can just come back here.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. That works out pretty well in the end. And I guess you're ready to continue on your quest.
That we are.
And what is your quest? Where are we going, and why?
Sorry, quick question. For those of us that weren't working during this whole chaining up of Devil's Rides, could I have taken a short rest in the Demon Rider?
With a Constitution saving throw. Are you immune to heat?
No, I'm not.
All right. So with a Constitution saving throw, then you will be able to get one. Yeah. No, you just can't get comfortable. You fucking hate it here. You're being bitten by hell mosquitoes. You find leeches between your toes, even though you didn't even go near water. Like, this is bullshit.
Can I make the same attempt?
Absolutely. you just pass out. Like it's. Have you ever really enjoyed like a hot, intense, hot day, and you just feel like snoozing? You got that syndrome right now.
I just died again, so I'm just like, the heat isn't so bad.
Good point.
That great post-death nap.
Would fire resistance help at all?
It really does. It really does. It will give you advantage on the saving throw. If you are also immune or resistant to poison, you don't have to make the check at all.
Nice.
I'm going to take out a syringe.
What the fuck are you doing?
Dude! Can you roll any worse?
I know, Jesus.
I'm going to take out a syringe and gain fire resistant damage.
Alright, so you pull out your syringe, and for those who care, this guy has such a high-tech device for drug delivery. It's incredible. It basically administers the toxin directly from the needle straight through into the bloodstream. Absolutely incredible. And if the surface ever got this technology, it could revolutionize medicine and potion delivery. You're feeling okay, Billy. You're feeling okay. You managed to relax enough to get a short rest.
Do you also get super high?
I see my eyes just glaze over and like I'm not even sweating. I'm actually kind of just shivering a little bit.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
I'm just taking the edge off, man. You know. Bumpy road.
Yeah, I guess.
You got to say, this guy relaxes immediately. He goes from being a nervous wreck to just chill and at ease with the environment. And you got to say, that stuff, it must work.
I look on curiously.
So, Holden, if you have resistance to poison and fire, you don't need to make a check.
That's right. You can just tolerate the toxins. You can tolerate the heat. This is life.
That's true. So yeah, I'm perfectly fine here.
You're resistant to poison as well?
Yep, I took the feat.
No.
What feat?
Hold on, I'll link it in a second.
It's like a tiefling feat, is it? Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Oh, increase by one.
Cold and poisoned.
It's a good feat. I like that one.
That gives me fire, cold, and poison for being a tiefling.
And I was going to say that's ASMR, radiant, necrotic. Yeah.
Oh god, that would be broken at that point.
Yeah, and not possible.
Like, hi, I'm a barbarian without actually having to be a barbarian.
All right, well, let's jump the river before it gets even hotter.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
And so I look for that point I did last time where it's shortest to jump across.
Excellent. Unfortunately, by the time you are closing in on that point, you see that you are not the only ones. It appears that a small army is also closing in on that point. It looks like there are roughly 100 of them. Devils from a distance, but who can be sure?
How far across is it?
Does anyone remember?
I can't recall how far you said, but you said it would be short enough that we could use our teleportation, which is 300 feet, I believe.
That sounds right, yeah. So, my understanding is that my ruling rather, will be that the Styx is generally between about 500 feet wide, but it does narrow perhaps to about 200 feet at this particular point. and we'll assume that it's here since this looks relatively narrow. However, as mentioned, a small army of devils is closing in on that same narrow point as if they intend to either use it or seize it.
Does it look like we could maybe beat them to the shore or not?
Oh, potentially, yeah. If that's your intention, is to kind of race the army. They're not mobile; they're on foot. So even though they're much closer than you could potentially get there. It might, subject you to meteor storms or fireballs if they have such things available.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's try and gun it. Get there before then.
Let's hit it.
All right. So let's turn this into a 4-3 check. What skills will we use in order to get there before they do?
Can I potentially use investigation to try and, simple geometry us a path that gets us there quick?
Yeah, absolutely. It seems more like perception or insight to me, though.
I won't try then.
But yeah, if you can convince me that investigation's right, I'm fine with that. But that's, if I was looking at a landscape, I'd be perceiving and maybe making some guesses. But that's how I, envision it.
Could I figure out places that we could go that would kind of keep us from their sight for as long as possible in order to keep them from speeding up as well?
Yeah, sure. That might even be 2 checks, so that you do first either insight or perception, and then do a stealth roll for the group. Maybe that's possible.
All right. Well, I will try insight.
Yeah. So you think that as long as you stick on so this mountain range here. If you go on the stick side of the mountain range, where it's a little bit muddy, you might be able to make it before they ever see you coming.
Well, Viba will direct everyone that way. Try to tell everyone to try and not make any obvious moves that would draw attention to us.
Sure. If anyone would like to take command of the stealth operation, you can make the roll. You'll basically let the commando in charge.
Oh, Viba will do that.
Sure. You give directions, and as long as they follow your instructions, then they can use your roll. It's a good plan. Unfortunately, it's wet ground, and we're now basically driving what would more or less 4-wheel drive, right? We're going through the mud. We're going through the soggy beaches. We're going to get bogged. This is bad. So when we start hitting not quite tributaries, but just muddy ground, where if you can imagine the iron-rich soil that is polluted with literal blood and black tarry substance that's made up of the sticks, it's like driving through a tar pit that bleeds. What do we do from here? How do we get out of this?
Do a land vehicles check to kind of guide people through how to get their vehicles through it.
Excellent.
Using charisma, since I'm kind of teaching them how.
And we've got chains and silk ropes, so we can, pull out bikes that get bogged. True. Yeah, Beeble got nothing to worry about.
Mine fucking floats.
You could fly right up the fucking side of the mountain if you... Alright, and Carnus, you do manage to make a bit of traction, but we're still in a lot of trouble. Where it's not that we're bogged, it's just that we're so severely slowed down that when we might not make it there anyway.
Could I make an acrobatics check to try and find the spots where the wheels will have the most friction.
Yeah, great idea. You scout ahead and just test the waters with the bike instead of the big, heavy tank. That could work, yeah. Alright. So we've made it out, but we haven't managed to defeat them. And by the time we finally get there, they are also converging on it. Now, we could possibly get there first, or rather, we could get there before the entirety of the army gets there. If you want to gun it right now, you're basically going to have to challenge their first wave. Or there comes a voice beside you. An invisible imp suddenly materializes beside you. Submit to inspection!
During our time down here, would I have learned anything about devils and what they might be afraid of?
Oh, absolutely. They are afraid of destruction in Avernus because they don't come back when they get destroyed here.
Any sort of religious symbols that I might present to them, which is a sign of destruction?
I was sort of about to.
Sure.
Yeah.
That might really anger them, though, in the same way as if you walk into a man's house with a shotgun, then he might pick up a baseball bat and whack you with it.
You just shoot him with the shotgun, then.
Absolutely.
I really wish I hadn't done two checks.
I think I might threaten them with the with destruction, as we are on a quest for Zariel, and I'm trying to use religion here, but I'm not finding words to sort of describe it properly.
I have an idea. If you want me to give it a try?
Yeah.
It's up to you whether you want to do your idea or what.
Well, let's hear it.
Oh well, I've got my tome from Asmodeus, and it's probably emblazoned with his sigil.
Ooh.
So I could present it to the imp and be like, get the fuck out of our way, or the big man's not going to be very happy.
That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah.
I was going to do the same thing with my Tiamat dagger.
Heed the gospel of Zariel and Asmodeus.
Oh, we're gonna kill Tiamat, right? When the campaign's
Maybe.
You're thinking different campaign.
No, Tiamat was mentioned.
No, but I mean, killing Tiamat is not going to end this campaign.
Oh yeah,
No,
probably.
I mean, like endgame stuff.
What we'll do is we'll get the guys from the Horde of the Dragon Queen game and we'll bring them into one super game and we'll have like 20 characters taking on Tiamat.
Perfect.
I'd be down for that.
Yes.
Royal Rumble.
Well, that's it. All these 20th level characters against a level 35 Tiamat.
Well, I guess can I make the connection with Kamali's tome and sort of, if he'll allow me, present it to them and declare that we are on a quest.
Absolutely.
Asmodeus.
You have advantage on your religion check since your prop is unmistakable.
It's true, it's an authentic tome.
Hey, tone it down, man! Tone it down! I didn't mean anything bad! Look, I'm just a messenger here! I've just come to give you an invitation! The Centurion, he wants your help!
With what?
We kind of want to get across the river. We're kind of looking for a way across.
That's too bad.
Come on, man! Come on! Just come with me. We gotta just come and meet the Centurion, man.
I'll admit I'm curious enough. You guys can go if you wish.
How do we know this isn't some sort of trap?
Oh, it's definitely a trap.
But it might be a trap that we can profit from. It's not too often you can get one up on in a deal with the devil like this. They need something that we have.
Well, I'd rather deal with devils than demons. So let's meet this fellow.
Those of you who want to are taken into the camp. There are something like 80 bearded devils and 20 spined devils, the little flying guys. And you meet with a Cornugon, which is a horned devil, a classic cloven hooved, muscular male horns. This one doesn't have.
This is just a tribute.
That's him. This one doesn't have a pitchfork, though. He's got a big, massive maul that distinguishes himself from the other pink pitchfork ones. He's an individual, you see. And so you're meeting in this tent. Thank you for accepting my offer. I have brought with me mortal food. And there are nuts and apricots and salty crackers and dried herring and even ale. And it's all, well, not fresh, but the point of this sort of food is that it lasts, right? Nuts and dried herring.
If you'll allow me, I'll cast Detect Magic to see whether it's real or magically disguised.
He mistakes what spell you cast and says, "You need not worry here, none of this is poisoned." And no, it doesn't appear to be magical.
Without missing a beat, I will plow into the nuts and just...
Just
say so good.
I'll take a look at
it. To gobble nuts.
Shut your face.
He enjoys the nuts in his mouth.
Are they so long since I fed ale?
And can I still be kind of perplexed by the food and kind of sniff it curiously?
The ale is thick and heady, rich in flavour, and the smell backs it up. The salt is salty, and the apricots have even still got a bit of moisture to them.
Oh, finally a proper meal, and I just start digging in.
Yes, yes, indulge.
You didn't bring us here for a feast. What do you want?
I am looking to take my army across the river Styx, and I am seeking a way across. Are you mighty magicians that you can build bridges out of stone?
Unfortunately not. I am a mighty magician, but I'm incapable of doing that as of yet.
Then perhaps you have some kind of instant ferry that you can pull out of your bag of holding and produce.
Best,
I'm afraid not.
The best I can do is the mold earth cantrip to eventually build an earth bridge across.
That sounds ineffective. How will you be breaching the river yourselves?
We're
gonna jump it.
We have our ways.
Yes. Unfortunately, it is a very limited resource. We would not be able to ferry your army.
What would it be worth to you?
I have soul coins, and I have Batorian steel, the sharpest substance in existence.
How many in your platoon?
100. The spined devils can fly themselves, but I have 80 infantry that must cross.
I shake my head.
It would take days, perhaps even weeks, to get across there. We can ferry only 8 to 10 at a time.
If you can ferry my army, I will give you this. And he lays down the Batorian steel dagger. It glows with magical radiance, and its edge is beyond razor sharp.
I just told you it would take weeks. The teleportation device that we possess requires some time to recharge. We only have 3 at our disposal.
Then he puts 5 soul coins on the table as well.
Look to the party.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
quite-
just. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just while I'm chewing like a mouthful of food, I'm just going. Do you pay in advance?
I will pay when the job is done.
Then we would want a contract.
It can be arranged. Prepare the contract. Yes, master!
This is going to take quite a few days out of our schedule, everyone. Are we sure we want to do this?
I have an idea. If you could just come speak to me over here for a moment.
I shall give you your privacy.
Take your imp as well. I've seen those things turn invisible.
Yes, of course.
I mean, is there a way that I can get 15 feet away from everyone in the tent?
Well, not without going outside, no.
I was gonna say I could create a spirit guardian's bubble. We could talk in that.
Distract everyone that doesn't leave in the tent. Like I'm gonna talk to the demons and just start telling like a shitty story about myself.
They're all leaving, I believe.
Yeah, they'll give you the tent. They'll give you privacy for a moment so that you can discuss your options.
Once
But
the
if you
last
go
one's out,
outside,
once the
you
last
can
one's
find.
out, I'll divine sense to make sure they're not.
Oh, there's a fiend in here. They must have forgot.
Divine sense only works on things you can see, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I
Does
thought
it?
too. Yeah, there's no fiends in here. Don't worry, you're fine.
Alright,
Just you.
so
Just
well, I
you.
have a
What do you propose,
Have a-
Canali?
here's a little plan for security first, because I can't be sure that they aren't listening. I'm gonna take my tome and open it and flip it to a random blank page, and I'm gonna present the book and a pen to Credits and ask him to write his name in it. And if he does, I'll be able to communicate with him telepathically.
Do I feel like he's trying to trick me?
He just opened up a book dedicated to Asmodeus and wants you to sign your name, motherfucker.
Yeah, right? Sign here on the dotted line. Nothing bad will happen to you.
Yeah, it's up to you whether you want to or not.
Or can I maybe use Arcana to see if this is like a legit method?
That's fine. Inside or Arcana, yeah, definitely. It's 10, man. This looks like you trusted this guy, but here he is. You can't be sure he's trying to steal your soul, but that's what it looks like.
All right, I'll sign my name. Let's do it.
Done.
Alright. And then I'll, sure enough, I'll cast Sending and speak to you via that.
In exchange, in the future, I'll be asking for your name on a piece of parchment.
Yeah, so I'll basically outline a plan where the contract that we're going to write up with them to get paid and construct some sort of way for them to get across. What we could do is we could beat them at their own game. We could write up a contract that has vague wording. Something like we'll agree to construct a bridge large enough to accommodate their army. And then
Be using the vehicles.
no,
already
I have
said
the
as well.
ability. I have the ability to create an illusory bridge. We won't be specific, just a bridge.
That would work for a couple of seconds, and then we'd be having an army at our backs.
On the other side of the river Styx. If we go across first.
I like your enthusiasm. I like your penchant for deception, but I'm not sure it is called for in this case.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I mean, I can just ferry them back and forth.
Very well,
If-
we'll do this legit then, if you wish.
If we sign the
If you-
contract, then these are devils. They are beholden to their words. We can perhaps make some powerful allies here in Hell.
Yeah, as you
I
wish.
think we should ask what they are crossing for.
That is true. Not that the politics of this place really concern us. Well, you may come back in.
I yell out.
Have you come to an agreement?
We will ferry your demons across.
Devils!
10 at a time. Devils!
Same thing.
I just
Evil as.
pat Alicia back a little bit.
Forgive my friend. We're new to this place. We will ferry your demons, your devils, across 10 at a time in 3 vehicles per day.
4 vehicles.
4 vehicles. It'll take us 3 days, roughly, to ferry all of you across. In that time, we want accommodation and food and water and all the amenities that you are able to give us. And we will take your payment. And we would also like to know what it is you plan to cross for.
How long will this crossing take?
3 days.
You guarantee that you will get all of my soldiers across without incident?
Without incident in Hell? I cannot promise such a thing.
Then I should be compensated for any losses.
Name your price.
For every devil I lose, I shall subtract a soul coin.
But you only offered us 5, did you not?
You may keep the dagger in any situation.
Those are small margins for error.
Have you not trust in your own abilities?
You're asking me to promise something in a place like Hell.
Provided your devils cooperate, there should be no issue.
I can assure you that we will be doing everything to prevent losses of our own forces.
And we are not liable if outside forces cause you losses.
Mister, you're not in luxury of many choices around here. We're the only service providing this. Yes.
We'll agree to it for the time being. And your reason for crossing, you never said that.
Very well. I will agree. However, you shall only be given 1 ration per day per person.
Fine.
Do you want us to work efficiently here? We gotta be well fed, sir. I could lose concentration. Fall asleep.
You can make a persuasion roll. Very well, you are all small and insignificant enough. I cannot imagine that you can consume too many pounds of food. I agree. When we have bound the contract, I shall inform you why we must cross.
One more thing. If there is any treachery or betrayal, and you cause harm to us or our vehicles, then I would like to know your true name.
You must understand that I cannot be held responsible for the treachery of others, but I will give you my word that I shall not personally betray you or your kin.
I want that in writing.
He commands it be done.
And then I guess we spend some time going over the contract, making sure it's all legit.
Fighting over ands and commas and
Who gets custody? Saturdays, Sundays.
I'm
Make sure
stuffing
there's no
food
vague
into my
language
sack.
like the kind I was trying to use.
All right. If I think everything is above board, then we'll agree, and we'll spend the 3 days using our teleportation devices to ferry them across.
Oh, it's not going
Alright.
to take that long.
It's 24-hour recharge for each teleporter.
Beeble's bike can just drive across the river stick.
wait, what?
Oh, okay, right. But you can only do one at a time?
I can do one at a time, but it's only a couple 100 feet.
You
Yeah,
could get them over in a day.
Work into the contract a bonus if we get it done faster.
Yeah, Bonus is his true name. Let's go.
No, but he will offer you soul coins to cut that. Say 2 soul coins per day.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Alright.
the food, guys. Think of the food.
You'll be missing out on a lot of food.
Between that and he's got one other trick. Because at first I was just going to trade them the ring of water walking and let them fucking deal with it. But they can, like, one can be walking over while he's ferrying people over. When the whatever walks to the other side, they'll just take the ring, bring it back.
Oh, man,
Rinse and
that'd
repeat.
be so comical. Like, you give them water walking, they walk across, a spine devil flies over, ferries the ring back, rinse.
Yep. I was really hoping someone had water walking and would just do that.
Like, I understand they want to get across, but man, it leaves them so vulnerable on the other side.
At least for, a little while.
But yeah, so we're able to do it real fuck quick.
Alright. And is that what we want to do? We're not going to indulge on the food for 3 days?
People doesn't give a shit. He's fucking doing it that way.
I'd
He's
at
not
least
sticking around long.
like to take a long rest.
Uh-huh.
Enjoying their hospitality.
Yeah, same.
Alright. Days never begin or end in Avernus. There is no sun to rise nor set. And so you're able to get in your, at least the beginnings of your rest. And then troops begin to arrive. Now, the devils are, as you pointed out just then, extremely vulnerable. There's probably 1/10 of the forces have made it across, and they will most likely be decimated by this arriving force if they're hostile. Now, as to whether they are all hostile or not is really difficult to determine, because they're not devils, they're not Yugoloths, but they're not quite... they're not demons, they're not Yugoloths, but they're not quite devils either. They're those dragon devils that you encountered...
Abishai.
That's them, the Avernus that you found back in Baldur's Gate. It's like a El Terrell, was it? Yeah, El Terrell. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh my god, I know what that giant skull is now.
Heart dragon.
Is it Tiamat?
It's
Heart
Tiamat's lair.
devil.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming in, and at first there's only a handful of them, but like winged monkeys, they soon darken the sky. So many of them. And this legion of Abashi are coming towards us, and then beyond them, travelling much slower as they shamble by foot, are zombies by the thousand.
Fuck.
Beeble is going to ride out to meet them.
All right. The Abashi are furious. You are violating the realm of Tiamat. Go back if you value your soul.
And he'll pull out the dagger and just kind of rest it on the handle. Just kind of look at him for a moment.
You have come to return what was stolen from the horde of Dragon Queen.
This is mine by right. I've paid for it now.
You have paid for nothing. You will pay for your transgression with your life.
I've come to speak with Archon.
They discuss it. We will take you to Cruel.
Oh, also, what did the devil say was their reason for crossing when the contract?
Good question. And so the Abashi challenged them next. By what right do you violate the pacts of Avernus and enter areas sacred to Tiamat, Queen of Dragons? We come to reinforce the living labyrinth. We seek only to pass here, and then we will head, and he points off in the rough northeasterly direction, to our destination. Very well. You may pass through this realm, but we will not forget this transgression of the pact. And it takes some time, but eventually the devils, led by this Cornugon, whose name is Carpaxus, if anyone cares, they get their forces across. You get your payment. And the Abashi will allow this all to go ahead.
Keen. Does that mean crit range 19 to 20?
Correct.
Ooh, baby. If someone else wants that go ahead, I got my team out there. Otherwise, I will take it as a good offhand.
I don't think anyone else really uses daggers. How many coins did we get out of that?
If we do it in one day, it'll be a total of 9.
Damn.
I know, you guys are like treasurers now.
So I'll take 5, you take 4, because you took 3 last time, right?
Oh, no, I thought you took the 3 last time with the ones that we found from them.
Okay, then I'll take 4. Yep.
So we should each have 7 more. Either way.
Yeah, I'm on 12 now.
Is anyone taking that dagger?
I mean, I think Babel was going to use it as an offhand, but if you have a better use for it.
That'd be the same thing as me, so. Doesn't make a huge difference.
They have more for sale if you're interested. They have quite a... Batorian steel is fairly common. This place is also called Bator. Avernus is the first layer of Bator, also called Hell.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
How much are they looking to sell them for?
They don't really want cash, surprise, surprise. But 10 soul coins, they'd give you a Batorian steel weapon.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
They'll sell one for 5,000.
Nah, I'm not that.
No takers?
So.
Cool. Excellent. And, alright, we're now on the northern side of the River Styx. And as mentioned, there are Abashi everywhere. These are red, black, green, blue, and white. These devils flying through the sky. I love the images for Abashi. If anyone wants to post a few, then that'd be awesome.
Yeah, they're fucking amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I love
They were Dragon Ball. Should have been.
Yeah, basically. They're more draconians.
I think it's like their long arms just makes them look so alien.
How does days and nights work in this place? Is it regular or is it there's no days or nights?
Time passes, but distances are a bit ambiguous, and there's no nighttime. It's just constant red glare.
I'm just wondering if I have a constant disadvantage with the sunlight sensitivity as a drow.
Nope. Because it's not sunlight.
Okay.
Because it's the same thing I don't have to deal with.
Ain't no sunshine in hell, buddy.
The sky is just full of fire.
Yeah.
It could be more on fire.
It could be more on fire.
So, Weevil,
That's true.
these creatures are going to give us safe passage?
We're going to go see a creature named Krull.
Crow. Were we not heading for Arcan's Tower?
Well, I told them we needed to see Arkham, and they stated they would bring us to Krull. If you want to debate this with them, be my guest.
Did we get that long rest in?
Yeah. Alright. I might take a very short break. I won't be very long. I'll be back in about 2 or 3 minutes.
Cool. 5-minute break. Gonna get some coffee.
Yep, sounds good.
I'm excited.
Yeah, meeting Archon's awesome.
I like how hell sort of forces you to make friends, because the alternative is
I mean, people
Fighting
wanted to go. People wanted to go here before we ever got the quest.
help us get across the river Styx. No, 100 demons, 100 devils.
People's patron sent him here. He was seeking
Who
out
is your
Archon
patron?
before. Tiamat,
Oh, of course.
hence the dagger.
Yeah. Well, didn't you get that from the, what you call it, family?
Yeah,
Ah.
it was like the first magic item we fucking found.
That was the second. We found the shield first.
We found him in the same place, I think.
Yeah.
First time I played a Blood Hunter.
Blood hunters are interesting.
Are you using the updated version?
Yeah, I'm in the Order of the Mutant, which is you're just making drugs to like enhance yourself. So that's why I kind of went with the whole drug dealer route.
So they're intellect based now, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they're spellcasting, or I don't even know what to call it. Their magic is intellect based, and you can just either go dex or strength, depending on how you want to fight.
I haven't actually looked at the update yet, so I might do that.
Seem way cooler. I just picked this one just to fuck around.
Welcome back.
Alright. So, is there any preparations that you want to make before these guys, I really should, before we make any further decisions, emphasize the size of this legion. So, the initial wave of 100 Abashi seem only to have been the greeting committee. There would be 1,000 of them in total. and that's not even counting the ones in the distance. The number of zombies is beyond measure, but they for now have at least stopped, like some impossibly trained legion that acts at the exact same instant over such an incredibly massive distance. Bubbling pits of tar and the roars of real dragons coming in the distance. This place is an absolute nightmare. And we're being taken to Arkan's Tower.
Oh, we are being taken there. Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah, you just said we were being taken to Krull.
not cruel. Arkan the Cruel.
No.
All right. Well,
You said a single name.
well, it's in the direction we're going, so I guess we could just let ourselves be escorted.
Alright. He wears the hand of evil, yet his goal remains just beyond his fingertips.
Starting to make puns now as well. Damn this map.
There's a dark tower on the horizon. It's a black spire rising hundreds of feet. Ramparts bristle with charred skulls that are mounted on iron spikes. The tower's apex, it splits 5 ways into 5 narrower spires. They jab at the sky like dragon's claws. Circling around this tower's peak is a massive and incredibly large white dragon. I don't know how it bears this heat, but it's stained with ash and with soot. The guards, as we know, number in the thousands, both in the sky and on the ground, and the zombies part like a sea, enabling you to walk through a grand procession, likely going towards your doom.
I'm in danger.
Look, whatever happens here, we need to stick together. If things turn sour, be ready to leave at a moment's notice.
Oh, it was nice knowing you freaks.
Likewise. I just regret I won't get the chance to experiment on any of you.
We're not in danger yet.
I'm gonna kind of like do like a 360 turn. Really?
Well, not all of us. Says with a smile.
I squinted him.
What's your plan?
Guess your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Oh, let's get this over with, I guess.
The dragon roars. And for those of you who understand Draconic, you hear it declare that you have violated the sanctuary of Arkan the Cruel. You have transgressed the territory given to him by the Queen of Dragons, and now, for that, you must die. The rest of you just hear a dragon roaring, but it's terrifying enough.
Clean out my ear with my pinky.
Keep going.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we
Like
got the
if
army
they're
behind
still
us.
leading us, right?
They're still leading it. Alright. When you reach the limit of the tower, its great barbican gate begins to lower, and then its jagged iron portcullis begins to rise. and out stumbles the most hideous, barbaric, reptilian creature you may have laid eyes on. I'll show you a picture in a moment. Its shell is carved with the runes sacred to Tiamat, and it bears in its hand a tremendous double-skulled maul that reeks of noxious gas. The turtle is accompanied by 4 ghouls, dragonborn ghouls, who emerge and seem to latch onto him like some kind of parasite or disease. And Kroll says, "You have." I'm lagging a bit. Give me a bit.
Uh-oh.
All good.
Oh, good. "You have transgressed against Tiamat, and now you must die." And he prepares to cast some necromantic spell that will end all of your lives.
Hold on a minute. We've come to speak with Arkan. We have something to trade.
I was sent here by Tiamat at her behalf, as part of my pact. And he'll hold out the dagger.
One of the ghouls comes and fetches the dagger from you if you're willing to surrender it.
He's reluctant to, but he will surrender it.
He takes it and brings it before his master, or Arkan's servant, perhaps. And Kroll begins to examine the weapon. And he seems satisfied. He nods slowly, without ever smiling, and most importantly, he doesn't unleash necrotic death upon you all.
Yeah, I was about to cast Dimension Door or something.
Where did you get this?
It was retrieved from an individual in Baldur's Gate. I honestly can't remember the name off the top of my head, what the character was.
Arkan sent operatives into Baldur's Gate to retrieve this very dagger. But you are not that operative.
No. But I'm successful.
That you are. Very well. He takes the dagger and keeps it.
Can I get that back? It's part of the pact.
He looks at it. A word with you. Come forward.
He will walk forward.
He begins.
Remember your friends, Feeble.
I threaten / advise.
Yeah, man. Tell the lizards I don't taste that good.
He takes you away and into the castle itself, beyond the gate, beneath the portcullis, which come down and then close behind you. You find yourself in the Tower of Arkan. It's a broad black stone building filled with relics and iconography that is dedicated to the Dragon Queen. And as you admire, for who could help but to admire these religious treasures, You can see that there are 5 branches that lead off from this tower. And one by one, each of the branches is filled by a dragon's head. Speak if you value your life.
He will speak in Draconic.
If you are not truly loyal and this is some sort of deception, you will never leave this place alive.
Oh, I am as loyal as the rest of you.
Very good. Arkan the Cruel rewards loyalty. You must know that our master has made great gains for Tiamat, but it has come at a terrible cost. Our master is being eaten within by his own offering, by his own commitment and dedication to the Dragon Queen. He needs your help.
Of course. This must be why she sent me here, to assist him.
Which one of your companions is the most pure, the most holy and good?
Yeah, that is hard.
Lulu.
Yeah, if you consider Lulu, I guess not.
She used to be a companion of Zara before she came to rule this place.
Nothing could be more perfect. Yes. We will require her life force.
You're welcome to it as far as I'm concerned. Though the others may disagree on that. She does have some information. Apparently the Sword of Zariel remains within Avernus, and she has ways of leading us to it.
If she is too important, too critical, then perhaps you have another pure soul among you. It is hard to find purity in hell, but without the life force of that which is good, Arkan may be overcome by his own success.
I know of none of my companions I would consider good and pure. There are some that are perhaps less, well, more than the others, but I don't think that any of us would qualify for what he needs. I do think that I have an idea, however. There does happen to be a unicorn within Avernus.
A unicorn? How could it survive?
It is trapped within the demon zapper.
Yes, a unicorn would be a perfect candidate.
That is part of the reason our group came here to parley with Archon. The others did not know about my purpose in coming here. We have found the key to opening the prison, either destroying the Tao that is there or by breaking the deal that he has made. The solution would require something that only Archon has access to.
A conundrum then, for you would find Arkan in a much more sympathetic mood if you brought him that which he needs.
Well, we did bring something else he may be interested in, if I may. And he'll just like hold a hand over his bag instead of just reaching in.
He nods.
And
The dragons begin to breathe caustic gas and fire.
he'll reach in carefully and pull out the orb of dragon.
Each of the dragon's eyes goes wide. It takes them no time at all to recognize it, but for Kroll, he's a little slower, and it dawns on him a few moments later. Could this be? One of the stones of dragonkind from the world of Kryn? Only 5 were ever known to have been made in all of the multiverse.
Its history I'm not certain of. That is not my specialty. However, I do know that it holds tremendous power.
Yes. With this object, Arkan could summon every dragon on the continent to one locale.
Perhaps this would persuade him and allow us to get what we need. And then he can get what he needs.
Yes. You must come with me. You have proved yourself to be a very useful ally.
I aim to please.
The dragons look at you with fear.
And he will tuck the orb away again.
And then their fear turns back to hatred. Portcullis lifts, the gate falls, and the great lumbering turtle, as grey as death, emerges, with the ghouls and Veeble by his side.
Smiling, by the way.
How was he still alive?
I'm not sure what's happening, so I'm just going to put a hand on my component pouch and just be ready.
Those 1,000 zombies suddenly turn to face the party on all sides.
Yeah.
Feeble, what did you do?
I made a deal. That's what we were here to do, right?
What kind of deal?
Well, we're going to get what we want. But, well, Archon will be wanting the unicorn once we free it.
And what of our lives?
And you turn to Crawl. They did play a key role in me getting here.
You will swear your loyalty to Tiamat, or you will die.
It's all flavor of the month to me. Fine.
Like death, the Queen of Dragons is eternal.
Praise Tiamat.
A devil's ride is driving up towards you, and it has a badass minotaur driving it.
Oh my god.
It's the fawns.
It's tough. Does he have a Nice leather jacket. Oh,
He is a leather jacket.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Damn, are those is peckers or is that an 8-pack? Damn.
Who are the Primes? He asks. They are Tiamat's most recent adherents. We shall take them to Arkham. He nods. Yes.
That's him making the sound, not the point.
He's got a guy behind him with a pair of coconuts.
Yeah, I don't think I could swear allegiance to Tiamat.
Do you declare that?
If he's not trying to get us to each vocally speak it, then I'll just stay quiet. But if he is trying to get us to verbally declare that we are now servants of Tiamat, then I won't be able to.
He was, but he kind of got interrupted by the Minotaur, and now he seems to have forgotten about it.
Well, that's good then. I'm not sure how that would have gone down. It's better I don't find out.
Wow. A whole army of zombies suddenly faces north. Come! It is time to meet Arkham.
Yeah, man, I'm kind of like a dragon, man, and I pull out like a match and I start trying to burn my elbow. And see, man, I'm fire resistant too, man.
Are you immune to death?
No.
are you smoking that there good shit or something? Like what the hell? What's wrong with you?
I'm the cool in front of the dragons.
Nothing but the good shit. Let's be honest.
I'll walk up next to Variable as we're moving on.
I don't like it when my life is in someone else's hands, but you pulled through for us today. I'll remember that near the end.
It's not especially reassuring, but I suppose it's about the most I'm going to get.
Alright. He rides an infernal chimera, dragon and lion and goat heads, all hissing. And you meet him in front of a truly colossal skull of what might have once been the largest dragon to ever live. Draconic devils roost in a giant skull through which the Dragon Queen speaks with 5 tongues. Colossal dragon skull leans against a mountainside, surrounded by bones the size of houses. Acrid smoke rises from the skull's maw. Military tent has been pitched among the bones, and next to it, you can see him, Arkham the Cruel, atop his chimera mount. Gathered around the tent are a dozen reptilian humanoids with gleaming swords, white scales, white leathery wings, the Abashi. And he himself looks like this. You can see him fighting with his own hand, as if he stops concentrating on it for just a moment, it'll wrap its own fingers around his neck and choke him to death. He has to fight the will of his own necrotized hand, which is clearly dead. And for those of you who know anything about infection, you can see the gangrene spreading between the hand and his arm. It's making him look quite sickly. For a warrior in his prime, he looks very ill. My lord, Cruel kneels before him, and the Minotaur turns to all of you. Kneel!
I was going to say Beeble's already kneel.
I'll prostrate myself as needed.
I'll wait a second, but then
Candles will take a knee.
I'll kneel.
Anyone who doesn't?
I don't think so.
The Minotaur.
You're not kneeling, or you don't think anyone isn't kneeling?
I don't think anybody isn't.
Okay.
Oh, all right. I thought you weren't as well. I don't think I will.
I was gonna kill you, but I don't think I will.
So, my lord, they come bearing. They are led by one who has made a pact with Tiamat, and they come bearing a great treasure, which will turn the tide of the war of the dragons. He growls deep within his throat. What could you have brought that is so important, or that it might be worthy of my attention?
And again, Beeble will, like, if I may, and like not look up at him at this point, but just hold his hand over the pouch again.
Come, you need not fear anything here.
You will stand up and remove the orb from the.
Yes. You can see his necrotized fist begins to reach for it. He has to will it down. And he takes it with his other hand. Could it be the orb of dragonkind?
He nods.
Behold, my queen! The orb of dragonkind! And 5 voices echo. 5 feminine voices echo. You have done well, my chosen one. My queen is happy. You have made her very satisfied. How can I reward your loyalty?
Well, we are looking for something that would allow us to assist you as well, further in your goal. There is
Not a
a
character. What about that? Oh, no.
There's a unicorn held prisoner within Avernus. We were attempting to free it, and in order to do so, we would need a bit of Tiamat's blood.
An invaluable price to pay, or an invaluable gift. You have proven your generosity and your competence already. I will do the same. And he removes a vial from around his own neck and gives you a vial of bright red blood.
I shall protect it with my very soul.
Very good, for it is far more important.
Right?
He gives a shudder and a shiver as something runs up his left-hand side, and if he could sweat, he would, but it doesn't stagger him, but it does cause him to have a quick seizure. I shall await your return.
Do you have Perhaps a means of us getting the unicorn to you faster. If any of your dragons would be willing to follow us or meet us, they could return it to you much faster than we could.
If I may, perhaps an iron flask.
You could acquire such a thing from the Wandering Emporium. I can send with you 5 abashi.
You will not.
You will follow this one's orders, and you will retrieve the creature that they present to you. Do you understand? Yes, I can.
Raise demon.
Raise demon. You have all done very well today. You have pleased the true queen of the universe.
May she reign over all.
For all time and beyond. Anyone want to fight him?
Round 1, fight.
KO!
Really last one round, Christ.
Do I want to fight someone with a god hand?
I mean, yes.
At the center of his power.
Surrounded by
by
5
army.
dragons.
Yeah, even I'm not that, like, warmongering.
You mean suicidal?
Yeah, there's that.
Oh man, I really wanted to fucking sacrifice Luke.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I think that would bite us in the ass, but I would also love to.
Right? Like, the idea of it just makes me laugh so goddamn much.
Also, if we ever meet Zariel and she finds out that we killed her holy mount or whatever, probably not a great introduction.
I mean,
I'll seal the deal.
we're let's be honest. Any like interaction we have with Zari is probably not going to go well. We're trying to find the sword and take the city away.
Alright, well, I guess do we spend a day, quotation marks, here, and then head out? Assuming they let us leave.
They let you leave and they let you live.
Hooray!
We got a twofer. I'll, I guess we make preparations to head back to the River Styx then, and back towards, where was our first stop? The Uldrak's grave?
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose we can take the Abishai to the Demon Zapper and then Uldrak's grave.
I thought we had to go to Uldrak's grave first for the blood to get the blood of the Titan to take back to the.
But I mean, the demon zapper's on the way, so we can just like drop them off. Honestly, we have a bunch of Abishai on our side. Why don't we just kill the fucker and keep it?
Kill. I'm not sure what happened.
The Empyrean.
Why don't we just kill the fucking Dow and leave the Empyrean to suffer?
Oh. I don't know. What was the Dow going to give us again? It was going to give us a means to do something? I forget.
He was gonna.
No, he was protecting the demon zapper. He wouldn't let us get the unicorn.
Ah, right. But we were going to make a deal with him, so he would help us, right?
Well, the deal was that he wouldn't let anyone mess with the demons because he had made a deal with Zari. And but he wasn't really a fan of that deal, so he wanted to break it. In order to break it, we needed the fucking blood.
Okay.
Or we just go and kill him.
I mean, yeah, at this point, I think we could probably just fucking kill him.
I like it.
Then I get to keep the blood of a god.
Fuck fetch quests.
Just kill the quest giver.
Well, let's see what they have to say first.
Well,
Then
yeah, we're not
kill
gonna
them?
show up guns blazing.
Oh, also, what Abishai did he give us?
5 whites.
Oh, here, I was hoping he would give us one of each color just to make it fucking perfect.
It should have, hey? Yeah, it should have been done. For some reason, they only actually pretty much include the whites here. So, one of each color is much better, definitely.
I mean, it is the lowest color.
I mean,
that's a good point too. That's a good point.
yeah, like, I get it from, like, a balance standpoint, but, I mean, from a thematic standpoint, fucking one of each color, I mean, on this quest for Tiamat, it's fucking perfect.
Exactly. If there's 5 of them, there should be one of each color. That's the way it is. Yeah, one of each.
Be right back in the restroom.
Cool. All right. Well, it just means taking the time. I guess you'd burn another day's worth of energy to get down there, and you're good to go.
Alright, I'll mark that off. We're still missing a tormentor in the pets and effects.
Let's see. I think they're in the war machines.
Yeah, but we don't have access to it.
Right. Cool.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, wait, we do now. We do.
Nope, never mind. I know why they don't have it. I know why they don't have it be one of each color.
Does that do something, does it?
Like, some of them are 15 plus CR.
Right. Avashi are that tough, are they? Wow.
Probably like the red.
Red Abishai is fucking CR 19.
Jesus.
And then
Wow.
blue, I'm guessing, is the next one down.
Like
19?
16.
Yeah, that's like... So that's on par with some ancient fucking dragons.
They were much weaker in earlier editions. Now they're full demon dragons. Like, they're no longer just like a lesser demon. They're a full devilish dragon. Oh, yeah, right. Cool.
So, yeah, I get it. I mean, if you want to do it where they're there, but they just won't like help us in combat.
Oh, they were never gonna help you in combat anyway. They're just here to
Escort it.
Exactly. Yeah.
That makes sense then if it's one of each, because ain't nobody gonna fuck with them. Like those things will fuck up a pit fiend.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit.
You return to the demon zapper, and they don't come within, 1,000 feet of the structure. They're going to be blasted to smithereens by it, but they don't come anywhere near it. It destroys fiends. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I know, right? Like,
In that case, killing the Dow is not a great idea, because they won't be able to help.
I mean, I still think we can kill it.
You still think so? Yeah?
I
Alright.
think so.
I'm down. Party wap incoming!
Let's go.
so she emerges. She has a moustache. Don't judge her. All right. So she emerges from the ground, and welcome back. I see that you have returned. Do you have what I need to break my pact with Zariel?
Yes. We have exactly what we need to ensure your freedom.
Very
He says,
good.
Moving up and is going to like just fucking start going shanker.
And as you draw your weapon, she says, "Very good. Then I shall write your letter of introduction to the true Lord of Avernus, Baal.
He pauses.
Pauses
Bell.
mid-stab.
So he's probably not looking at you anymore. You've gone behind him when you're about to stab him, and he talks to the rest of the party. She talks to the rest of the party, and she says, Bell is looking for allies to assist him in returning Avernus to its rightful commander. You shall be just the right tools for the task.
What's in it for us?
Bell can do whatever it is that you require. Surely you have something here in Avernus that can be accomplished by no one else?
We want the sword of Azrael.
I am sure that he will know where it is. After all, he hates Zariel far more than you ever could.
Vibel, I think you have the wrong thing there. I think we accidentally left it behind.
Why would you waste my time like this?
My apologies.
Go then, do what must be done. I am bound to this area and cannot leave.
Terribly sorry. A mistake.
So embarrassing.
I swear this doesn't happen.
God damn it, people! I told you it was in the other trunk.
Really? Mortals are such fools. And she sinks back into the sand.
Anyway,
Walking
heading
away.
down to Ultrax Scream.
God fucking damn it.
Can you think of any other way we might free Elturel?
I mean,
Through the chains.
you know, honestly, we could find someone else to give us the info. I bet maybe one of the followers of Tiamat knows for this fucking like giant scab that we're looking for.
I don't want to stay down here any longer than we need to. This sounds like it could expedite things.
Possibly.
But I mean, then we're gonna have to go to this Bell person. We don't even know if he knows where we're supposed to.
By all accounts, he was once a Lord of Hell. Perhaps he does know.
You know, it would be so much easier just to kill them all.
I agree.
Listen, we will
Demon genocide.
find something for you to kill, alright?
Promises.
Look, maybe the Empyrean will betray us, and then we can kill him.
Or we could just kill him anyways.
Or, we can go visit your girlfriend, and maybe we can kill her.
Oh, that would make me happy.
Wait, who's your girlfriend?
The hag that he banged.
I must have missed that.
Oh yeah.
We all tried.
I kind of blacked that out.
You didn't miss anything, honestly.
Oh, okay.
I think we
Yeah.
all faded to black at that point.
Matt went into far too much detail. Veeble kissed her and then went down on her while the rest of the group watched.
I mean, it sounded like you were getting deep-throated by her tongue.
Yeah. It was the most horrid fucking detail Matt has ever gone into.
I see.
It's the kind of thing that'll stick with you.
Anyway, I regret mentioning her as we just sort of stare. We all have like 1,000-yard stare reminiscing on this occasion.
Veeble just chuckles.
Anyway, we should probably head out.
I
The
mean,
fallen temp or a wimp with delusions of grandeur. I'll leave that for you to decide.
Really, it repeats it when we go somewhere again.
Sometimes.
Do the Homer thing just as we pass that threshold and just begin, like, going back and forth.
Oh my god, it's the same thing we did in the fucking Dale.
A fallen titan.
Alright, that gets old pretty quick.
You find this incredibly large cracked helmet, a sword 40 feet tall poking out of the ground, half buried in the ash. The spherical stone was in the pommel, that's been taken. The size of this guy's head is titanic. Bigger than any giant you've ever seen in your lives.
So as we approach, Nebel's gonna look up, go to him. So, what do we get if we break your curse?
Please, give me what I need, and I shall do what you require. What is it that he does again? Let's see. I
He was gonna give us away. Yeah, we need his blood. So we got Tiamat's blood to turn him into a Titan again, so we could get his Titan blood to break free the Dow.
That's right. Yeah. That's it.
I would be able to give us something more than his blood, though.
I would gladly give you a gallon of my blood. More? What more do I have?
I mean, what more do you have?
I've already given you the orb of dragonkind.
I mean, but what have you done for us lately?
I would be in your debt.
Colonel, do you want to make up a contract?
Sure. How about...
We had a deal.
Now we're making a new deal.
Now we're making a contract. Pray we don't alter it further.
You know, I'll be bigger one day.
Yes, and you'll owe us one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Include in there that he can't kill us. Or harm us. Let's make it harm us.
Alright. On the condition that you do not harm us and we give you the blood, then when you turn back to a Titan, we want you to join us in one fight in the future.
Can it be anywhere except for Avernus? For I do not wish to return here.
Do you have a means of leaving Avernus?
Yes.
But why the
You
fuck
should
are
have
we
a means
staying
of
here?
getting back here.
Let's just leave. Can you take us with you?
Yes, I can return you to Olympus. You will be on the highest mountain in existence, except for bloody Mount Celestia, always stealing the glory. We have Olympic Games, though. Where our mountain is better.
I mean, how about treasure? Do you know any where you can get any other treasure and get that to us?
Well, not really.
I've got a thought.
But if you come to Olympus, you can see Helen of Troy, and your eyes will behold the greatest treasure ever known to man.
Is she human?
Yes.
And not worth it.
Oh.
Hey,
What?
I have
what do you got against humans?
Fine.
Go ahead, Kamala.
Yeah, I was just thinking, we're searching for the Sword of Zariel to sever the chains holding down Elturel, right? Well, when this guy returns to being a Titan, perhaps he could sever them with his gigantic sword.
Could you do that?
Yes, I could try. I'm not sure that I could take on the 1,000 devils defending the city, though.
Alright, that's a good point.
Look, we just want your word that if you're still in Avernus, that you will help us one time.
I agree.
But he's just gonna leave.
Oh.
Shucks, you saw through my plan.
I thought that was a good contract.
He's not saw through my clever ruse.
Look, I'm getting tired of all this extorting. Figure out what we're doing.
Do you know any magic? You grant any boons or blessings or anything like that?
If you come to Olympus, I can.
My fucking god!
Come on, guys, it'll be fun. Let's go to Olympus.
2 gallons of your blood.
He accepts.
I mean, that's nothing to a Titan, right?
And how would we carry it around?
In a
I
pail.
have 13 vials on me, like...
We're just gonna tap him like a maple tree.
I have 13 vials in a bucket, like, we can do it.
I've got water skins that I don't use anymore because I don't need to.
I mean, blood would be a hydrating alternative, right?
All right, 2 gallons of Titan blood. I mean, we can probably find something to use Titan blood for. Let's be honest, down here.
Alright, so
Alright.
Toss him the vial. Let's get this over with.
Oh, I'll hand over the vial.
And when it is spilled upon him, the curse is lifted and he grows to a titanic size. I feel so strong again. Thank you, my friends. I'm never coming back. Ha ha ha! And he disappears.
Where's the blood?
Oh yeah, the blood. Oh yeah, the blood.
You can't
He
leave.
gladly.
You made the deal.
He did indeed, and he slashes his wrists and fills whatever you have to catch with it.
slash
It's
the
okay.
palm or something, not the wrist.
It's okay, he went across the tracks, not down the road, it's fine.
Fucking prick your finger. I mean, at that size, it's still gonna be a fucking pyro.
He just wants everything to be grandiose and flourished.
And you are all like drowning now in Titan blood as he departs for other planes.
Oh god, now we're gonna have Titanade.
I mean, it's probably not that bad.
No, you've got hepatitis B.
God damn it.
That's a good thing. Oh wait, no, I'm not. Damn it. I'm not that much of a paladin.
Alright.
Yeah. 2
So
gallons
now
of
that-
Titan blood.
Now that we have the blood, let's head back to the Demon Zapper, get our letter of introduction, and
I mean,
unpower the Demon Zapper so that fiends can come get their unicorn.
quick question. If we free the Dow from his deal, can we kill him and get the introduction? Can we then kill him?
Sure.
Yes.
Why are we telling
Leia
him?
said that. We don't know. Let's see how we get the letter first.
Oh yeah. He said he was gonna write it or something. Didn't he? Said he was gonna get us the introduction.
Yeah, let's see how that works first before we start releasing people and then killing them.
God.
You're free, psych!
You are no. You are free to die. Ah!
The
All
worst.
right.
Alright. So you return to the Demon Zapper and she emerges from the sands, moustache and all, and she says to you, "Do you have what I need to escape?"
Yes, we found the right locker. Right here.
You are dripping in blood. This is good, yeah?
We spilled a little.
Spilled a lot.
It's gonna
Messy.
stain my clothes. It's in my hair. know how
I
hard it is to
smell
get
of
blood out of
iron.
Rub it into my clothes and my hair.
Don't you need? Will that work? I thought you need. Whatever.
Okay.
I'm not rubbing against her. I already rubbed against one terrible. Like,
These guys are such babies.
Get the new guy to do it.
yeah, put him to work.
Billy Bob, you're up.
I have no problem, and I fully embrace her with love and pure energy and pure vibes.
Okay, this is getting weird now.
Make sure you get in between the crevices.
Fucking hell.
Or a nice deep tissue massage.
I give her butterfly kisses as I smear the Titan's blood.
I'm desperately trying to find how to lift this curse, but I can't. Oh, she must drink it. There we go. Drink the blood.
That's what I thought she had
Oh,
said.
okay. Oops, I've been doing it wrong.
Oh god.
Alright, so you're
I'm
massaging
still
it
doing
into
it.
her clothes. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. She likes it. And so after you've massaged her clothes and rubbed it into her hair, and while she's reclining in your arms, you feed her the blood like a mother to a baby. I feel that my pact is lifted. You have broken the bond I have with Zariel. Now I will fulfill my end of the deal. And she begins carving a tablet with magic.
Alright.
I think that means
When
you
she's-
kill her.
It might mean that. When she's done, it is basically a letter of introduction. Bell, true lord of Avernus, please accept the invitation of these individuals into your forge, that together they may aid you in becoming in driving the heretic Zariel from this world.
So once we get that, Vival's gonna go up to her. That was impressive that you managed magically. May I see your hand?
My hands are strong from years of working the earth, as she shows them to you, dark and calloused.
And he's gonna put the dimensional shackles on.
No!
Oh my
Roll for initiative!
Oh dear.
What do those do?
It stops her from shifting away.
Yeah, you're free in Avernus.
Ha 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 ha.
God damn it.
I was tempted to use them on the Empyrean, but I'm like, no, he's a big boy.
Yeah, probably. It's a pretty good initiative you got there, Kamali.
Now, this doesn't stop them from killing us. It just stops them from plane shifting.
Yep. But I mean, her hands are still bound in manacles.
Yeah, still restrained.
Wait, is it restraint that they do?
I
Don't think so.
That's what manacles do.
yeah, in addition to serving as mundane mana.
Why exactly are we shackling this Jin?
Because we
It's
want to.
Weeble's chaotic evil.
These metal restraints can bind the smaller. I mean, it just says these metal restraints. I would think that they would restrain or do something. Gotta make it harder to attack. Oh well. But yeah, she can't teleport or travel or do anything like that via.
Dick.
I couldn't resist.
Good lord.
You've got a point.
One Weeble is more treacherous than the denizens of hell.
Or, you know what? Put some on. I'll let you go if you grant me a wish. Just gotta learn to embrace the chaos.
I kind of figured.
Yeah, I was kind of figuring that was gonna happen since it wasn't hearing anything.
Oh, he dropped from roll 22.
Whoops. No regrets. No, he is in roll 20.
I've never fought a genie before. This will be interesting.
I have. I killed Vidic's dad.
Ah, the what are they called? Marad?
Marid, yep. We nuked him in one turn.
Damn.
It was stupid.
Yeah.
And then I became Lord of the Elemental Plane of Water.
Of course.
Hey, welcome back.
I shot a finger of death at him in that fight.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. So Veeble slaps the shackles on her, and she screams with anger, knowing that this treachery means that that battle is inevitable. Kamali, how do you react to this sudden but inevitable betrayal?
Well, it's not exactly what I expected. I'm going to move a full 30 feet away from the genie and dodge. I'm just gonna let the others clean up their own mess. I don't want any part of this.
All right, Alicia.
Alicia's putting one in each eye.
Bam.
Atta girl.
Oh.
Luger?
My Luger.
Only a Luger would make it to hell.
Holy fuck, fucking 40 damage.
It's even funnier because he got SS written after it.
Yeah, I know. It works so well.
My sharpshooter.
Perfect. You blow up 2 holes in her eyes, crystalline eyes that shatter like fractured jewels. With her hands bound, she can barely use the hammer. And with disadvantage, she raises her maul and brings it down. Ha! I didn't take it off GM layer. I'll have to do it again. She raises her maul and brings it down. And smashes the tablet to pieces.
Oh well.
And Carnus.
Probably should have grabbed that.
I thought I was waiting until someone else grabbed it to do this, I thought, but
Nah, it's whatever.
Karma.
miscommunication, I suppose.
You know, and Candace doesn't want any part of this betrayal, so she kind of backs off.
Prentice.
Okay. I'm going to expend 6 charges of my wand of magic missiles.
Alright.
Jesus.
Quickly separating out the evil aligned characters to the neutral and good ones.
They're creating a hostile work environment. I don't feel like this is a safe space anymore.
It's not. It never has been. We're in hell.
31 damage.
31 damage. Does this crack some of her crystalline skin, but there's still a lot more where that came from.
And yeah, I'll move so I'm like 60 feet away from her.
Alright.
Oh, fun. Well, Vibo will just say to her, I'll let you go if you grant a wish. How's that?
You will have to defeat me first!
Deal. And he'll go to stab her. Use bonus action to aim to get advantage.
Yeah.
Because no one else is in fucking melee.
Hey, you're the one doing the double crossing. I'm just not taking part.
I mean, I did kind of let everyone know this. Oh. I'll just roll one more time for the sneak attack damage. Actually, let me just look here. So a total of 20 damage on that one.
Alright. But it's like striking solid stone. You chip away at it, but only barely. Alright, Billy, it seems that this betrayal has split the party somewhat. What do you do?
I'm gonna do some drugs. I take out a syringe.
Hey-yo! I'm gonna do some drugs.
I take out a syringe and I just jab it right into my shoulder real quick, and you'll notice like my veins are just gonna pop out and my muscles are just gonna just pulsate a little bit.
You feel normal and the trauma of your childhood is temporarily abated.
Going to back up 30 feet. Just gonna take a shot with the crossbow.
Alright. Man. Alright. She's beginning to crack, but like a boulder, she's enduring this all.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue to watch. I'm pretty confident that even though it's just Krenitz, Feeble, and Alicia and Billy, they're gonna be able to beat this genie. Just there.
Alright, Alicia.
I'll shoot her again twice.
The 19 will hit.
And I'll use a grasping arrow on that as well.
Alright. She laughs. Ha ha ha! You think that your pitiful spells and magical trinkets can stop me? And, I think this is gonna work. She turns to gas and slips out of her bonds.
Can she do some magic?
Can she do that?
I think so. Being restrained doesn't stop you from casting spells, does it?
It does not, and they only all it does is prevent plane shifting, basically teleportation. Misty
should
step.
this- I think this is kosher. I think it works.
All right.
Yeah, it says the shackles only block interdimensional travel.
So she turns to like sand and dust that is blowing on the wind. And Carnus.
I choose not to counterspell and still do nothing.
Huh.
Fucker.
Goodness.
Well, if things turn sour here, I'm going to begin to mage hand the pieces of the devil.
Alright. It's basically 3 big blocks of stone, so it's a fairly clean break into three pieces.
Yep. I guess I'll gather up. Well, I don't know how heavy it is, but I'll gather up whatever.
It's more than
pieces I
5
can.
pounds. Yeah.
Per piece, or
But yeah, so but you gather up the little fragments and put it together. Yeah, doing what you can. It's not great. It's like trying to build a house out of rocks.
no, I'll just do that as my action.
Alright.
Plan B in effect.
People your prey may be getting away.
1 second. While in this form of misty cloud, the target can't talk or manipulate objects. Any object it was carrying or holding can't be dropped, used, or otherwise interacted.
Hmm.
So would the shackles just turn to mist with her?
Oh, gee, yeah, I might have to read that again. Say it again.
The last line there. While in the form of a misty cloud, the target can't talk or manipulate objects, and any objects it was carrying or holding can't be dropped, used, or otherwise interacted with.
Oh shit, that's a difficult one because it's not carrying it. It's not holding it, but it's being bound by them. That it kind of is like carrying them. I guess they disappear with her. Yeah, I think that must be right. An unusual ruling, but yeah, I'd be interested in knowing how it's meant to be done. But yeah, we'll say that I guess they disappear with her, I suppose.
Are we effectively the only ones who can get those off her?
I am effectively the only person that can get them
Oh
off.
yeah, that's what I meant.
Because, yeah, when you put them on, you designate if people other than you can take them off.
I mean, it's a dower, right? They're usually pretty strong, so
It's a
could
fucking
probably just
DC
cast
30.
Yeah, it could probably cast enhance ability on itself though, and then just try to break them every 30 days.
Yeah, every 30 days is the key there. But yeah,
Great. I think we just added another villain to this campaign.
well, you can still attack her in this form, so I'm going to do that.
Alright.
I'm going to again use bonus action to aim. Did she fly away? Or
It's
10 foot flat.
Yeah, and rather than being mist, she's more like a sandy, gusty dust devil form. Not far away, 10 feet, yeah.
Okay, well, I was asking because I can't move when I use the aim action.
Yeah, well, she has moved away 10 feet, yeah.
Okay, so I will just pull out the hand crossbow and take a shot with that.
Alright. So
And
resistance, is it?
she has no resistance. It's magical.
It's just magical weapons, isn't it? Gaseous form sucks.
Yes.
It's good for getting through cracks and stuff like that. She also needs to make a concentration check.
Used to be a really good spell. It's not anymore.
Yeah, all the really good spells are kind of bad now, except for Fireball and Magic Missile.
they kept that. Lightning bolt used to bounce, but it doesn't bounce anymore.
Well,
They got chain lightning now.
Yeah, it's chain lightning now.
Well, there was always chain lightning. Yeah.
yeah, no. Lightning Bolt used to bounce off walls.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah. I hit
remember
myself
that.
with a lightning bolt. Yeah, I hit it sucked. But it was good though because I hit the monster twice, so it was worth it.
The old Baldur's Gate games used to do.
Exactly.
But she needs to make a concentration check. DC.
Enough! She drops the spell. You have defeated me. I will give you your wish.
Ooh. Wish
Oh,
for
yeah.
her to put the tablet back together.
Fuck off!
And then we do it again.
You assholes!
Just rinse and repeat.
This time we carry it away from her.
Well, first question. Are you able to actually oh man. How big of a dick do I want to be?
I don't know if she can do that, but if
Yeah,
she
I'm
could,
not sure the limits of wish. I've never seen anyone use it before.
I mean, if the question is how big of a dick you want to be, I
No.
don't know, go for like 20 inches or something.
I mean, part of me is really tempted to have her like summon a pure innocent child and give that to Archon as well.
Oh my god! Where's my
Why?
mummy?
Good lord.
Just to be an absolute, like, cement myself in evil.
there's like
You
no
haven't
benefit
done
to-
that already?
I mean, the zapper stopped working, so the Abishai can come get the Pegasus. So that's done, unless you just want to give him like a cherry on top.
You can tell me if this will work or not. I wish to know where Zariel's sword is.
Very well.
The precise location of Zariel's sword.
Alright, I'm a little bit unprepared for this, but I'm not sure. I mean, I know where it is, but give me a moment, because I've got a feeling that it's not on the map, so I've got a feeling that you place it where you want to place it. It's not mobile, it doesn't move. In any case, I'll quickly look and find out.
It's probably like, if the players do this, it's here. If the players do that, it's there.
It might be that case, whereas, but some things are mobile. Wandering Emporium is a good example. That's a
This has to
scout.
be like one of your most frustrating campaigns. Not only because of
Yeah.
the loosey-goosey story, but also the players fucking everything up.
You can't really.
I
prepare
welcome
for
that.
players,
At least we keep it entertaining.
True.
Eh,
Can't really prepare for the players shackling a genie, beating it open, extorting a wish out of it.
Hey, anytime there's a genie in the game, you have to be ready for that.
I've had players pull that on me before.
That's why genies are dicks.
No. It's really not on the map, so it must be placed where you want it to be placed. But I will just check. When I went to, like, I'm looking at the dungeon now, and it says the directions to this can be found by going to Bell. Oh, fuck, great. So, like, you can't just fucking tell me the directions. I've got to go to another fucking chapter of the book to like, an encounter. Anyway, just, fuck this. Yeah, it really is the most frustrating of all adventures, this one.
The sword was
take your
within
time.
us the whole
No,
time.
it's okay, it's okay.
Do you have the hard copy book, or
No, no, but the okay, so that's
I'm
that.
curious that the hard copy is a little easier to follow, and they just didn't convert
be.
it well.
Probably
I
not.
believe in hard copies because I love the forest and trees and Mother Nature.
Whatever, you fucking hippie.
When? How many drugs are you on?
Not enough.
Just
It
one.
really doesn't tell you.
How are you enjoying
Look.
the campaign so far, Billy?
Wait, I'm not the most evil person in the party, and yeah.
For once.
It tells you, it just doesn't tell me. I figure it must be somewhere in like chapter 3 somewhere. There's a small note that says place this thing wherever you want, because even like as I said, it says go to the chapter of Bell to find out where Bell tells them. I went to the chapter of Bell. He doesn't tell you. It just doesn't tell you. So I guess
If
it's
you have-
mobile. Or you
If
place
you
it
have
where
the
you want.
PDF,
Yep.
you should be able to do like a Control F and search for the phrase you're looking for.
Sure. Sure.
So I don't know if that like scarred thing has a name, but you could try that maybe. I don't know. Something.
I
That's,
mean, there's an entire chapter called the Scab. That's the thing, and it's not in that. It doesn't say it there, so
Well, that's
it doesn't matter. Exactly, it really is. It doesn't matter. The point is that it tells you where it is, and I'll put it where it goes. So yeah, it could be here for all I fucking care. That looks like a giant scab. That'll do. Yeah. So she divulges the location of Zariel's sword. It is encased within the flesh of Avernus itself, and because it is so toxic to the lawful evil nature of Avernus, it's caused the very plane to suffer a wound, a great festering wound, and Avernus herself is trying to heal this infection, but you might as well heal over an infection that has a living, crawling worm inside it. It doesn't matter how big the scab gets, it's never truly going to heal.
Can you fix the tablet?
You've already... That was your wish.
Yeah, and I made my wish. I'm just asking.
Ah, okay. Oh, yes, I can.
What? You're framing a question in the form of a question?
How dare you?
Shoot you
Because,
again.
I mean, you broke our original pact. We made a deal. We followed through with our end, and now you went and betrayed your end of the deal. And you pull out the Tiamat dagger. So, I could just go and seal you again. Basically trying to bluff her.
Alright, go ahead. And you've bewildered me, so you can have advantage on your bluff. Because I don't know what the fuck you're doing at this point. Go ahead.
Basically trying to say that since he's got like a holy symbol of Tiamat, he might be able to do some fucking bullshit.
I mean, you might, but what do I know? Alright. She uses stone shape to mend your tablet.
Thank you.
Now, I shall depart this world, never to return again.
And he will take the dimensional shackles off.
Get the fuck out of there.
Fucking
People will
mortals.
People will just swing the shackles around on one finger and then tuck them away in his bag again.
She raises both of her middle fingers to you all as she departs.
Jumps backwards through a portal.
Well, that was unexpected, Veeble. I trust if we are to betray denizens in the future, perhaps let's have a plan in place next time.
I mean, that worked out perfectly. And look, now we don't technically even need this letter of introduction anymore. We know right where we need. Can you imagine where this bell fucker was going to end up sending?
Another chain quest, yeah.
Well, in any case, what do we plan on doing now? Heading straight for the sword?
I plan on getting this unicorn out and letting the Abishai take it away.
I guess.
Yeah, we'll wave the Abishai forward.
Zapper's off. It's safe. I think.
The Zapper
Can't really
is
test
the
it
Zapper.
without you.
I mean, it's fucking trapped in there in like a glowing sphere.
Correct. Hanging 50 feet above the ground.
Fine. Well, I suppose we can.
Should we retrieve the bikes and gear up before going? Retrieve the bikes, sell them, gear up before going.
Hmm.
Nah.
It's kind of like a long way up again. You'd have to waste another day doing that and then
We
another
don't
day
even
back.
Yeah, the Abishai are going to bring the thing.
Well, no, I mean before going to the Bleeding Citadel.
Where's
Well,
the
we would
Bleeding
need to
Citadel?
find the Emporium Citadel because I think Beeble's the only one that knows where it is.
Oh, the Wandering Emporium.
Do we have a
Right.
thing that tells us how to get back to it?
Yeah, Beeble does.
Yeah, she's given you the location of the scab, where you can find the Sword of Sarian.
Honestly, that's what this fucking looks like.
That's what I think too, so that's what I'm going to call it. It's an unmarked thing, but we'll put the scab right there.
Well, and because I've noticed a lot of these areas have like circles open when they're places of note, and that one's got a big fucking one around.
True it does. Some of the others don't though, like the mirror. Well, I mean you can't see it, but yeah. But that a lot of the important ones do. You're absolutely right.
And that, if anything, that looks like a fucking pestilent scab.
Sure does. We're definitely going to put it there.
But yeah, so are we able to free this unicorn and imprison it?
It's difficult. I mean, time consuming. Rusted iron that you slowly have to chip away at. How are you going to do it though, considering that it's suspended 50 feet up in the air?
No, I mean, how is it imprisoned? It's just imprisoned within like a
Yeah, that's right. Think of it as trapped in a snow cone.
A snow cone.
snow
Fish
globe.
tank. Fucking, I don't know. Like a light bulb.
Okay, so it's the light bulb makes sense to me. So it's got like a solid thing so it's one giant connected.
It's not connected to anything though. It just like hangs there. I don't know. Like I'll describe it. Radiant light cascades from a rusted metal monument shaped like the upraised mandibles of a giant beetle. The light cascades from the unicorn, trapped inside a 10-foot diameter sphere of magical force. Prevents any matter from passing in, blocks any spells cast into or out of it. Sphere is suspended between the zapper's spines, 50 feet above the ground.
So is it like held there or magically?
You tell me. Like it says, I can't understand.
It looks like it is. It did say suspended.
No, but yeah, we'll say yes. Yeah, exactly. The picture seems to indicate that it's independent. The text seems to sing that it's holding it by a pair of pincers. I don't. Yeah, I feel like it's a. I don't know. I don't want to give my opinion. There's a ball of force, and it's trapped between two metal spines.
Well, I mean, we could just smash the metal.
Yeah, we got Goron. He can do it.
All right. 250 hit points later, the metal structure collapses and the ball of force falls to the ground. The energy holding the creature within stasis no longer functioning. The unicorn tries to get away.
Beeble will try and throw the shackles.
All right. And the shackles don't only work on humanoids, of course, otherwise they're pretty useless. So, yeah.
That
All
is
right.
gonna should hobble its movement speed significantly.
I'm also going
Roll
to.
for initiative, because if it wins, then it'll get away.
I
Okay.
am going to use my inspiration. Come on. Too much bless
It's
me.
my inspiration too.
Sure.
Christ, I'm getting some shit
Gonna get
inspiration.
away.
Billy, what did you roll? Oh, you rolled a one.
Sorry. I've lost my sheet. Where?
Can I chase it down on a motorcycle? Or is it
Hold
faster?
hold on. I might be able to do something here.
You have hold monster.
No.
Dominate me.
I'm just. Well, not gonna beat it in the initiative, so it's probably gonna be outside my range by the time it gets to me.
Yeah, it's just gonna bounce
And then,
out
yeah,
there.
that.
A counterspell.
Yeah. I
It
don't know.
looks like it's an ability, not a spell.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how many spots within a mile is it familiar with?
I mean, it's had a pretty good view for quite some time.
Yeah. Alright, so the unicorn disappears.
People's gonna yell to the Abishai to chase it.
Alright. I guess we'll just give them a flat perception check. I got no idea what their skills are. I might have a look. Abash.
Yeah, if anything, it's their fault that it escaped. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Oh my Abish. There it is. Okay. Perception is not great. Right, I won't muck around with the whisper and all that. I'll just roll with advantage. That'll do. So the unicorn disappears. You can't find her, but the Abashi had, and from behind some rocky structure, some ancient fallen castle of prehistoric might, they pull forth the unicorn and carry her off towards the north.
Nice.
Well, see, everything turned out well. So, should we go get some of those bikes and see if we can sell them at the Emporium?
Sure.
Or what's the plan?
I'd still be interested to meet this spell, but if we plan on going straight for the sword, then I don't see the point in selling something that we're not going to be using. Or taking the time to do that, at least.
I mean, it might be useful, but
Well, if we know where the sword is, we just get the sword
Yeah,
and get the hell out of here.
let's just finish this up.
Alright. So where are we going next?
To the sword?
To the
guess
scab.
we're heading for the scab.
Alright, we head off to the scab. You finally approach towards this location that you're hoping to find. It's a great, disgusting scab the size of a large hill. It rises up out of a stinking swamp made of blood. There's a dome topped of some alabaster temple which is poking through the scab as if the whole thing is trying to grow over the temple. There are many black iron chains which seem to penetrate through the scab, converge on the building, and attach it to something, some pustulant mass within this grotesque mound. Oh, guys, I think this is it. Well, I think we found the Bleeding Spur Citadel.
Really?
Great. Now where's the sword?
Truly, you are a master of perception, Lulu.
Oh, thanks, guys. I couldn't have done it without you.
Lulu, we're only
That's
here
true.
because of you.
That's also true.
Can I get a
Look,
sample of this pus?
You are. It is 300 feet high. You are well and truly able to scratch off a little chunk and add it to your collection.
Hell, pus, and Titan blood all in one day.
Yeah.
We're gonna eat
How
good
come it's
tonight.
green?
Hell yeah.
Alright. So, there's no obvious way in to this wound. However, there are kind of lancing holes in the same way as Billy's character makes holes in his arms with his hypodermic needles. There's kind of these fetid organic tunnels that lead through the pustulant mess deeper into the scab. Is that where we're going?
I guess so.
Alright. Well, before we do, you should level up.
Hey.
Yay! If anything was gonna get me more powers from Tiamat, it was gonna be completing this quest.
Nice.
I imagine she is very pleased with me, right?
Very. Yeah.
Question, Arctic.
Yeah.
The spell that the two spells I get on level up, can I make one of them the spell I scribed? Or
Yeah.
you want me to physically scribe that?
Oh no, it's cool. You can level up with that new spell. That's fine.
Oops.
I don't really get anything that cool.
Good. I can reroll a saving throw. Once per long rest.
Yeah, I think we're going to be swapping out Fast Scribe for a different invocation. Just so, you know.
I can now twin cast greater invisibility. Yeah.
Nice.
I need one more level for an SI.
Me too.
Yeah, if I didn't want to get my invocations, I would be getting an ASI right.
But hey, the +1 proficiency bonus is always nice.
Are we gonna extra +1.
Yeah, 9th level. It goes from a 3 to a 4.
Nice.
What is everyone playing?
I'm playing an arcane archer.
Necromancy wizard.
Undying warlock.
Rogue Fiendlock.
Paladin 2, Divine Soul Sorcerer now 7.
You got a barbarian of something, or a zealot barbarian,
Yeah.
Grumsh.
and Hexlock. Or Hexblade.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have Zaz here, but he's not present this session.
Yeah.
So what does that bring our total party up to now?
Oh, we got
8 now, I think.
yes, 8. Is everyone leveled up?
Yep.
Almost.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just picking my spell right now.
You guys, fancy spellcasters.
I mean, it's kind of useful.
Nah, you don't need that.
It's true. I power smites into with my spell slots.
I almost made a cleric, but I wanted to try something new.
Thanks.
People rolling good on hit dice. What's that?
Yeah, on a D6, I'm not going to roll it. I'm just going to take the average.
They should roll it because it doesn't make a difference.
I don't know. I'm kind of a frontliner with a D6 on my hit die, so
You're fine.
Yeah, so I got this new invocation this level, but I'm only going to be able to fit 5 people under the effect.
Kind of neat.
It's kind of like a shared death ward.
Is that Aura Vitalin?
no.
It's a Gift to the Protectors is a UA Warlock invocation. Basically, I can have a number of creatures' names written in my tome up to my Charisma modifier, and when any of the named creatures are reduced to 0 hit points, they're reduced to 1 hit point instead. And then none of the creatures written in the book can benefit from that effect until I take a long rest. So yes, it's essentially like a shared death ward.
Welcome back.
probably put. And now Gorham kind of already has his half-orc resilience. Although it would make him even more unstoppable.
But I can't use my syringes on anybody else.
Yeah.
I think it's because your body is supposed to be like used to the mutagens or something.
Yeah, it's like the medicine's only specifically geared towards your DNA or something.
Hmm.
Alright, I'm all good.
Yep, same here.
I got something that's going to be ridiculously fun, I think.
What did you get?
For during vehicle combat.
Knock people off their vehicles.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, I took that as well this level. That should be interesting. Got 2 people that can blast enemies off their vehicles.
Pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew.
And yeah, and with multiple hits of Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, in a single round, you hit him twice, I hit him twice, they get pushed back 40 feet.
Nice.
No saving throws or anything. God, imagine a whole party of warlocks with that. You'd never get close to them.
Everyone also goes sorcerer, so you can twin cast it. Or quick cast, not twin.
I was going to say, yeah, you can't twin.
Bonus action and then cast again.
But get the one where it doubles its range.
Well, yeah, of course.
And also
Then
the
you
one
get,
that
Spell
slows their
Sniper as
movement
well.
speed.
Just have your 900-foot range Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, that pushes back and slows.
Because you never know, they might get close to you.
Well, I was not ready for us to go to the scout yet today. I've got like an entire Bell quest chain lined up and a separate quest chain lined up in case you totally fucked that one up and had to do a different one. So I regret to inform you that we are going to have to call this one 7 minutes early, but I will leave you with this stunning picture of the Bleeding Citadel.
I sympathize with you, Arctic, because this is how I feel with my players in my SKT game. Twice
You're
now
level-
Sorry?
You're level 10 now, right?
Level 9.
9.
Level 9. Okay.
We're below what we're supposed to be.
Yeah, we can level up.
2 levels below. 2 levels below. Yeah.
Yeah, we're fine.
You ready for this, boys? This is gonna be great.
Oh my god.
So does anyone want to go back and retrieve the bikes now and get more gear and consumables?
Nah.
We're in too deep at this point. We decided to take a shortcut and we're gonna have to pay for it.
We have our goal.